Good afternoon, everyone. Hello, hello. Welcome on into another stream on the Bird Brain channel. Now, before we start, to my left over there is a rather noisy fan. Unfortunately, you're gonna have to deal with it because it's hot. It's so freaking warm. We don't like it here at the moment. We don't. It's too hot to do anything. So I am currently sat here in cotton shorts, a nice open button shirt, which I have not buttoned up, so I can keep cold. Hello, Luna. So, yes, the fan is on in the background. You may hear it. If it gets on your nerves, I'm sorry. I need to have it on. There is no way I can stream in this room without a fan on at the moment. It's ridiculous. Just to keep you posted, I'm based in the south of the UK, where us and the rest of Europe are currently experiencing what is known as a, sorry for the language, fucking horrible heat wave. That's how I feel. Yesterday it was up to 34 degrees. Today it's only up to like 27 and 28. But that's still quite hot for this time of year in the UK. Whereas places like, I think it was Portugal, had like 38 today. It's just, I'm almost 2 hours of sleep. Wait, yeah, I had a lot of broken sleep last night, so I'm not in the best mindset. Let's send this music. The music was very apt for what we were doing, by the way. That was the theme of the desert from Shadowbringers. So, you know, I thought it would be quite suitable. So yes, the title of the video is Too Warm, Hot, Spicy Mouth, blah. I wanted to find a fan symbol, but I couldn't find one, so I had to settle with that. Anyway, I said we'll play Final Fantasy XIV. We are going to start with it. I'm just going to check the volume, because that sounds really quiet for some reason. But if it gets too warm later on, we'll wind this down and we'll play something else. Is it me or does it sound really quiet? No? Okay, fair enough. So, aside from Luna, who's explained, I hope you get some good rest tonight, Luna. It's supposed to kind of quieten down on the temperature front tonight. I can only hope. But maybe watching me fly around Kurthus and everything will give you that kind of placebo cold effect. We can hope. Oh yeah, controller. That's probably helping, isn't it? So yes, as I said, I'm sat here in a pair of shorts made out of cotton and a cotton shirt I got from Primark. So yeah, I haven't got my shirt up at the moment. But yes, I'm live on Twitch. I am live on YouTube. And last time we played this, we defeated the Ice Maiden herself, Shiva, who was hiding in there. But now we get to speak to this lovely lady. I mean, look at her. Look, I know she's got a face like thunder, but my God, she's beautiful. Oh my God,
I'm about to fucking nut.
Exactly, Luna. I mean, look at her. She's beautiful. Hang on. There we go. Now we can admire her from down below. She's not looking at me. She will. But she's lovely. Anyway, last time we were here, we defeated Shiva in 4 seconds with the help from somebody else. Oh yes, I did get this new mount, by the way. I have Shuck, man. It was going really cheap on the market board, so I bought it. But look at the belly. Hang on, I've got to land. Look at that chunky boy. He looks... Ow. Wait, what? Oh, wow, you what? He looks absolutely vicious. But I love how it looks. Short, yeah. I got that one. I got... What else did I get? What else did I buy? I bought a load of little ones. Oh, yeah, I got this one. The Antelope Stag. Look, my legs stay completely still when I'm on him, look. I like that one. And then we also got... Who else did we get? We got the Managarm, which is an awesome looking mount. It looks awesome. How can you not love that face? Hello, Faye. Shorky McShortface. Absolutely right. We got that one, and then we got the Koa, we've got the Arian, we got that already. There was one more. Oh yeah, we got the Gabriel, which is huge. But it's, I mean, come on. Look at this thing. Oh, thank you for the bit, Faye, and hello, Evie Diamond, EDO Diamond on YouTube. Hello. There's that one, which I hadn't actually ridden before. And then we've also got the Soldier, we've got that Magitech, we've got the Cruise Chase, we've got the Lunar Whale. Oh yeah, that was it, the Ark. So basically just Cruise Chaser Mark II. There I am. I'm in there somewhere. Actually, what happens, hang on. What happens to you when you get in there? Because I am currently... Am I in it? I am, aren't I? Yeah. I am my own Transformer box. Anyway, let's talk to Moonbreeder and carry on with the story. If you ask me, there's naught to be gained from mulling over the implications of your story in the freezing cold. Let's save it for the Rising Stones, eh? I'll get everyone to meet us there. Ah, but before that, you'd best pay a visit to Whiteburn Front and speak with Alphino. He's probably worried sick about you. That, or he's busy playing at politics with the Ishgardians. Either way, I'm sure he'll be delighted to see you hale and healthy. Speaking of which, you don't have a headache or anything, do you? No? Blurred vision? Oh, no reason. See you again soon. What are you hiding, Moonbreeder? So, for those of you who are watching, if you are planning to stick around, make sure you have hydration, you have energy food. Almonds. Almonds are a great source of energy. I've got some. I've got a big glass of squash here. I've also got some ice cubes in the freezer, because I've got some new ice cube trays. Got some no sugar, no caffeine Coke Zero in the fridge, which is good. A big bottle of cold water in there, so it's all going good. In this kind of heat, you need to stay hydrated, you need to stay energized. I made a banana, strawberry and almond milk smoothie with some Greek yogurt protein a bit. Oh, I bet that went down a treat. There he is, and none worse for wear. Was there any ever doubt that the Warrior of Light would succeed? I think I speak for us all when I say that I should like nothing more than to hear the stirring tale of your victory, if you'd be so kind. There's the boy himself. I mean, look, it's Emmerich. Emmerich! Look at that lovely boy. Then we were too late to prevent the summoning. But not too late to prevent further loss of life. An outcome worthy of celebration. And one for which we have Hanturnos to thank. Yes, you are right, of course, Sir Emmerich. We should be content with what we have accomplished. I, for one, could have not wished for a better outcome. Shiva is no longer a threat, and the heretics have been routed. There is the matter of Iceheart's escape, but she cannot run forever. Whether it takes days, weeks, moons, or even years, my knights will find her. In the meantime, Lord Drillmon, is the caravan ready? Sorry, I've got hiccups. The supplies that your men recovered have been prepared for transport, in accordance to your wishes. Rest assured that my knights will see them safely to Revenant's Toll. Of that I have no doubt. I take it these are the self-same supplies the heretics stole from the House Fortont caravan? Less the crystals which comprise the bulk of the shipment, yes. Scarcely a fraction of that which was promised, but a meaningful contribution to your cause all the same. Oh, and on an unrelated note, might I trouble you to accompany me to Camp Dragonhead at your earliest convenience? It is not for benefit. A certain lord was most distressed when he learned of your intent to risk life and limb to stop Iceheart. Took half a dozen knights to restrain him, I'm told. What's that? I feel bona fide like a mad lad going crazy in a game. Don't we all when playing this one? Men give vent to their anxieties in myriad ways. Pray do not think less of him. But Haurchefant loves me! In that, if he took half a dozen knights to stop him from running after me, he must appreciate me. Can we have some reactions in chat if everyone here loves Haurchefant? What we think of him, you know? He is like the best boy. We're going to go and see him now, make him really happy. Sipping it slowly, it's very nice. Awesome. Sorry, I missed that come through. I've got Twitch chat on one side and YouTube chat on another. Is there anyone about today? No. Watch streak achieved! 3! Have some more points. There he is. So I wonder what he wants then. Haurchefant! Oh, this patch is cutscene central. What were you thinking, Anternos? Wagering your very being on a dubious theory which might allow you to enter Iceheart's lair, knowing full well that she could have sufficient forewarning to complete her ritual to summon Shiva anyway? And then engage in the abomination in mortal combat? By the fury, 'tis the stuff of ballads, a battle for the ages. Would I have been there to fight by your side? Yet here I was, forced to wait, condemned to wonder at the fate of a dear friend for veritable eternity. I would not wish such torture on my most hated enemy. But you are here now, and that's what truly matters. Let us move on. Sir Emmerich wished to have words with you and Master Alphino in private. He awaits us in the intercessory. I can't imagine Horsefront. Like he tells you off like a mum telling off a child. I'm not sure how I feel about that, but it shows he cares, I guess. Greetings, sir. I shall show you at once. This could be a talking cutscene, so we're going to pick up my drink just in case. Aggressively bisexual fury. Exactly.
On behalf of the Holy See of Ishgard, allow me to express my deepest thanks. Never before have we been required to contend with a primal. Indeed, there were fears in some quarters that our knights might not be equal to the task. From what we have now learned of these beings, I can say with certainty that we would have lost a great many men had the Scions not intervened.
Then the argument for preemptive action should be self-evident. Perchance now you will reconsider my proposal that Ishgard move against Nautalon.
Not gonna do it.
Ere we first met, a similar proposal was tabled, but the Holy See decreed that we were to observe, and that military action should be taken only in self-defense. All things considered, it was not an unreasonable decision. Since the calamity, 2 vigils have fallen to the Horde, while Garuda has never shown any inclination to storm the gates of judgment.
That is my boy Colin. Nearly. What, you mean Colin for Alphino? Nearly. We're nearly at that point.
This unprecedented crisis and its resolution may prompt a change in policy.
Ooh.
You who have faced these primals know well the threat they pose. Ishgard did not. Not until now. And there is naught like a brush with death to change a man's outlook.
We like
At
death
the very
here.
least, this should silence any lingering objections to our arrangement with Revenant's Toll. The Holy See may even feel moved to grant us its formal endorsement.
So far as it is possible, the Scions shall be compensated for their service.
Money, 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 money!
We should be grateful for any aid you can provide.
Back in a bit, no problem.
As a gesture of good faith, I shall withdraw my previous request. Your people are doubtless needed elsewhere.
Thank you.
That will
Mission failed. We'll get him next time.
Hi, Luke.
We too
Hello.
have a vested interest in watching Dravania's movements.
I see. Once more, I must thank you.
Sir Emmerich, if I may, do you truly believe that Midgardsormr could return?
Yes. We love Midgardsormr.
The heavens are a window unto truth, but those who interpret their movements are not infallible. I requested your involvement as a precautionary measure.
Oh, Kara.
But
Thank you for the
of
29
course,
months.
You sought an excuse to compensate us from the first, mindful of what would happen if Revenant's Toll were taken by your enemies. Ishgard is not wont to aid its neighbors, but that does not preclude it from manipulating them to serve its own interests.
Just installed Resident Evil 7, but I want to play Silent Hill 2. Do
Choose your next
it.
words
Do it, do it,
carefully.
do it, do it, do it. Do both.
Oh my god, I'm about to fucking nut.
Not the scene for it, I'm
Do
afraid,
you know
Kara.
what sort of man becomes Lord Commander of the Temple Knights?
You. You do.
One who comes from good stock. I did not. Yet here I am. Now, why do you suppose that is?
Ain't nobody got time
Because
for
I
that.
swiftly learned to tell the difference between words, deeds, and beliefs. You are correct, Master Leveilleur.
What's this?
Ishgard
Gonna go
desires
play
to see
Blocks, Fruits and
Revenant's
Roblox
Toll
like
flourish,
Shadowy Bat.
as it
Enjoy,
would
Edio,
present a
enjoy. Thanks for coming
troublesome
by.
obstacle to our enemies from the south.
We are so glad to be of use to you.
Oh, the
we
freaking
are two.
sass.
Ours is a mutually beneficial arrangement, lest
I'm
we
going to kiss
forget
Emmerich's
one
stupid face.
born
He's a
of
very
necessity.
handsome person. Very handsome.
The dragons grow more restless by the day, and the heretics
Emmerich,
harass nigh
Horschiffon,
without
Lucia. They all are.
We have contended with such troubles for
I want to
centuries,
kick
but
Alphino's
there are
face at this
limits to
particular
even
point.
our endurance.
And you know why?
Yet as a pauper is loath to part with his meagre possessions, the
Tall
leaders of
people, hell
Ishgard
yeah.
are not wont to render up their trust to outsiders.
If I was to ever cosplay someone from Final Fantasy XIV, it would be Yuri
But
Angé.
with perseverance on our part, they may yet be made to see the light. Nevertheless, one must take care when walking the road less traveled.
Wise words, Sir Emmerich. I shall make a point to remember them.
I do gender bent Grahard's here, to
I
be honest.
must apologize for my earlier outburst.
So my
I
weapon
hope
there
it
makes it
will
look
not
like I've got a really
sour
tall
our
hat.
good relations.
Like a wizard hat.
Not at all. You but spoke from the heart. I trust you understand that at times... my
Grahard
duties may
titty.
prevent me from meeting with you.
Hell yeah.
On such occasions, my second in command will speak for me.
You've not been named yet, but I know your name. Introduce yourself.
Lucia, at your service.
Yeah, Lucia!
Pray excuse our reticence. We are but wary of speaking too freely,
I have to remember her
lest
name.
our sentiments be made known to our enemies.
Her voice is good
Know
though.
that the Lord Commander and
melts
I
us
are
like
of one
butter.
mind. For the sake of Ishgard and of Eorzea at large, I pray our peoples can put aside their differences.
I'm just looking at the list of MSQs, what we're
Those
doing
who
at the
dwell in
moment.
the past risk losing sight of their future.
Oh my god, I'm about to fucking nut.
She's
Should
looking at
aught
you.
befall one of our shipments, pray inform Lucia immediately. You may also relay to her any words you might have for me alone. Not being of Ishgardian birth, she owes no allegiance to any noble house, making her as near to incorruptible as one can find in my
We've got
home.
this quest, we've got three
Suffice
more.
it to say, I trust her completely, and so may you.
3 more of 2.4, then we're into 2.5, where we've got 3 quests, a dungeon, 2
Which
quests,
reminds
a
me.
trial,
Lord Horschiffon, if you would be so kind.
and then it's the lead up
Certainly.
to... How can I explain it? The parting glass. Players of this
In
game all
times
know
such as these,
what that
trust
means.
is ever in short supply. Mayhap this will go some way to rectify the problem.
Oh, excuse me.
The results of our investigation into the heretics' recent attacks, as well as our interrogation of the merchant you detained.
Oh, what's the verdict?
Sir Emmerich, I cannot thank you enough.
Think nothing of it. Ishgard may be many things, but it is no friend to Garlemald.
Did I not tell you to have faith, my friend?
You did. Just hard to believe in this day and age of this game. It's a bit tricky to come by. Bow, bow. It would seem we have much to discuss with our friends at the Rising Stones. If what you say is true, Heart's method of summoning Shiva defies all precedent. It necessitates a complete reappraisal of the primal threat and our approach to combating it. Moreover, there are grave ramifications if word of this incident reaches Imperial ears. The Garlean Empire believes that primals are an insufferable menace, that their mere existence is a threat to this very star. As such, they deem any action taken against the beast tribes to be justified by default. Imagine then, if it became known that it was not only the beast tribes of Eorzea that could summon primals, but her civilized peoples as well, any lingering objections to the Eorzean campaign would vanish overnight. Where before we had to contend with a single Imperial Legion, we could well find ourselves facing the combined might of all Garlemald. But I speak unadvisedly. Come.
No.
It is better that we continue this conversation in Mordona. Had to, sorry. Hi Tabby! Hello! Hello, hello, hello. Rising Stones. Yes, okay. But before we go to the Rising Stones, I will go to the Gold Saucer and gamble! It's gambling time, and we get to check our catbot board as well. Oh, I've just opened my shirt a bit and... Whew! How are you, Tabby? Are you coping in this heat? Because it is quite nigh unbearable. Thank you. Want to check in on my #1 favourite fluffy bean? Aw, Evio, you're too kind. Enjoy your game. It's too freaking warm. It is. If you can hear a fan in the background, like I said before, I apologise, but I am not streaming without a fan. And lahi me, Lily. Hello, Lily. Hello, hello. You're still alive. That's the most important thing. How did your fight against the Nihilinth go on Half-Life? I had to dip before you finished the fight. 5, 3, 9. That one. 72. No. I won. Eventually, lots of saves come in, but we got there. Awesome. 72. Oh, can we get 3 lots of 72? 9, 1, 6. Oh. No, 80. 72, 72, and 80. So I wasn't too chatty, but no, it's absolutely fine. That boss is a bitch. You got to focus on that boss. It's absolutely fine. And forgive me for saying, if I'm not correct, please correct me. I have not seen you live for quite some time, so if you're out of the streaming mood, it takes a little while to get back into it. Fighting through the month-end struggle. Best of luck. Consolation prize. Consolation prize. Consolation freaking prize! Not surprised, really. Right, we're 4695. 0674 and 6115. Fighting through month end struggle. Literally the first time I've beaten it without cheats. I've only done it once without cheats. So yeah, I get that completely. Hadn't streamed for like 7 months. It's been that long. Wow. Doing gay skating. Gay skating's pretty busy. Leap of Faith held at 340. Nah, I'm done with that. Right. Back to Mordona. Although I will check on my watcher-doos. 38. You are selling nothing. You are literally selling... Oh, no, you are. 2,200 for a Sanguine Horn Staff. I'll put it down to 2 grand. There we go. Anything younger? Sell. Food. No, there's nothing in there. Right, off to Mordona. Skating is what broke my knee, though. I'm stuck in bed for a few months. Oh, no. I remember you saying you were stuck in bed. Oh, I'm sorry. What's the recovery period on that? I mean, wooden table. So, touch wood. I have never broken a bone. I've dislocated a thumb, but I've never broken a bone, so I can't imagine what breaking a bone is like. I need more to drink. That's better. Right, eyes unclouded. Speak with Min Fidia at the Rising Stones. Is it going to be a cutscene? Is it going to be one that's unspoken? Let's have a look. Ding, 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 ding.
Words cannot express how glad I am to see you return to us.
Half ding, ding, ding. Okay, it was a cutscene and it is spoken, so I'm happy.
Needless to say, I am most eager to hear your account of that which occurred in Kurthus, assuming you're ready to speak of it.
I can speak of it.
Excellent. I shall summon the others at once.
You better. So I don't know, 9... Oh, right, hopefully not too much longer then. You can hope. Everyone's here.
Iceheart used her own body as a vessel for a primal soul?
Yep.
Master Louisoir's writings make no mention of such a possibility. Can we be certain this entity was a primal?
Love this music, my gold source from Final Fantasy. Oh, yeah. Big part of it.
Certain as we can be that good King Mogglmog the 12th was a primal, I should think. Both were ostensibly summoned.
Let's not quibble over definitions. Of more concern is the implication that Iceheart retained her will, even after she was possessed. We are talking about a mortal, wielding the power of a primal.
Doesn't that sound familiar?
It can't possibly be that easy, can it? There must be some sort of sacrifice required. Or maybe she's just special?
She's just special. She's very beautiful.
What qualities this woman possesseth, I know not. But full sure am I that she was groomed for this role. Few are privy to the secrets of summoning, and but a single party standeth to profit from their dissemination.
Look on Moonbreeder's face, she's like,
Well,
bitch,
I
what are you
wouldn't
talking
presume
about?
to comment on how the lass came to know about summoning, but I will say that what she summoned was a primal. The readings were the same, or near as damn it. Strange as it all sounds, it's really no different from what you've faced before.
Then mayhap it is time that we re-examined our previous encounters.
Okay.
Pack your things, Ida. We're going back to Gridania.
Yay, forest zone.
Yes, sir.
About Iceheart's final words to you.
Hear, feel, think. That's what she said.
Hear, feel, think.
Yeah, she speaks to Hydaelyn.
Hydaelyn speaks to her as well.
She's not spoken to us for quite some
If
time.
Iceheart is blessed with the power of the Echo, she will doubtless have used it to further her goals.
Ishtola is so hot. I mean, she's pretty stunning. Who was that?
Granted her by the
Snake
Echo,
Raider,
which
thank
first
you
sent
very
on.
much for the follow. Lovely to see you here. Welcome on
She
in.
did say that the Ishgardians were blind to the truth. Do you think she has knowledge of the origins of the Ishgardian-Dravanian War? It would do much to explain her unwavering conviction.
She might do.
Did not the Lady Iceheart implore thee to seek the Keeper of the Lake?
Yes, I
Would
love
she
that
not
dungeon.
imply that in so doing thou wouldst come to see with eyes unclouded?
Back now, nurse. Hydrate. All right. I'll do it close to the
Midgard's
microphone so
owner
you can
was a
hear it. You
king
ready?
amongst
You ready?
kings who reigned for centuries on end. But he
There you
is
go.
dead and his wisdom lost to the ages. Unless the Ishgardians' fears are well founded.
Hearing the LVAs is still
It
so
would
weird.
seem we
It
have
really
yet another
is.
reason to stand watch over the Keeper of the Lake. For a mercy, we are well positioned to do so. Iceheart, Shiva, Ascians, and Midgard's Zoma. I shudder to think how they're all connected.
By a big long string. Yay, next quest done. Okay, next one. I mean to scour the annals for... I almost said anals. I had to stop myself then. I mean to scour the annals for knowledge of Midgardsormr. Given his great age, I dare say he appears in more than a few. Do you hear that? Commotion outside. Would you see his order is amiss? Why don't you come with me, you lazy cow? Standing behind that stupid desk. Sorry, excuse me. That's all she does. What's going on out here then? Anternos, 'tis well that you are on hand. We have a problem. Roil has escaped. It happened shortly after the immortal flames took her into custody. She had been placed in dungeon cell ahead of her coming trial, but apparently the accommodation was not to her liking. This turnkey was found slain along with 2 guards. It is plain she received inside help. Citizen reports seeing Roil quitting the city via the Gate of Nald with a bloodied spear in her hand. She makes for Castrum Meridianum, I'm certain of it. With her fate in Eorzea as good as sealed, what recourse has she but to flee to her imperial masters? Even as we speak, Captain Ilberd and the First are hot upon her heels. Pray make haste to Camp Bluefog and join the hunt. Bluefog? We've not been back to Northern Fandom for ages. Apparently we'll do some rain tomorrow and I can't bloody wait. I will literally do a V for Vendetta with Evie standing on the roof. I don't think the rain will be that big, that much, but if it rains, it rains. My thanks for coming, Zion. I've spoken with the soldiers here. They say that Roil walked through the camp not a bell ago. Aye, she walked right through. You did not mishear. We have Roban's decision to keep the matter secret to thank for that. Bad for morale, he said. As a result, not a single flame in the garrison made any attempt to detain her. So here we are. Roil must not be allowed to reach Castrum Meridianum. Meridianum, yeah. Alright, we'll go and stop her then. I will talk to this chocobo keeper and not unlock this location yet, which I should have done. Fly, my pretty! You know what, I'm going to change my mount, because that new mount I've got looks amazing. Shark boy! Right, where are we going? Over this way. Oh, wow, way past Ceruleum as well. It's a pretty good mount. Oh, it's an instance. It's an instance. Uh-oh. Someone is dead. Excuse me. This wretch was with Roel. He threw himself at us that his mistress might escape. She didn't blink when we cut him down, not even when he started screaming. No law to leave him to our own, the goddamn RP. With me, Scion, we almost have her. I'm not going to do his proper spit. That's just too weird. There she is, with a freaking Reaper and loads of Imperials. Should we cut her down? I'll get rid of that Homicus first. They're annoying as hell. And the Medicus. Alright, you're down. I'm taking care of this one next. Oh. Right, the Medicus is down. I'm now taking care of the Centurion. Her name is Elmi the Razor. Oh, no, you're not overclocking here, matey. Oh, here comes some more. And I'll take care of the Sagittarius. Oh god, now we've got the claws. Oh, we've got to get rid of the claws. Where's the other one? There it is. Okay. Oh, now we've got a freaking Colossus. And an Aquafire. They've got to go down because they heal. Yeah, that's why. I'll get rid of that Colossus now. Right, flare it. There we go. Oh, a lot of them don't like me now. I got a lot of their attention. More. Yeah. Get rid of Colossus now. Right, you're down. Oh, Yugiri's here. Oh, here we go. Now we've got a freaking load of Vanguards. I forgot how fun this one was. Lure the enemy within. I'm good. I'm good. I'm going to get rid of him myself. Go on, Yugiri. Look, we'll take this one down together. There we go. You can get down. And now, I'm going to go for this one. I think he's about to die, though. That could be a problem. Okay, he's down. Right. Is it just you left? It is. Just the Razor left. I think we're good. Yep. Oh, that's a fun one. That's a fun one. Binder, and do it tight. Yes, sir. Got her. Good work, men. She and her Imperial cronies pushed us close, but we were better. Behold, a respected officer of the Immortal Flames. People looked up to you as one of the Order's founding members, one of its pillars. It saddens me to see you fallen so low. What would you know of low? You, a spoiled little lordling who has never known any want. People such as you take wealth and birth for granted. You think it's your God-given right to rule over others. You know naught of our plight, the injustice that we low-bornish guardians must endure. To the noble lords and ladies, we are not people, but resources to be consumed. I did what I had to do to survive, stealing, killing, even whoring myself. It is no fault of mine if fools imagine me as a paragon when I joined the flames. To hear you tell it, one would think you were the only person to ever suffered. In case you've forgotten, Roban himself was born into poverty, as was I. We lived hand to mouth with little more than the shirts on our backs. Hunger was our constant companion. Yet never did we bemoan our lot in life, nor did we begrudge others their fortunes. We accepted the hand that we had been dealt, and played it to the best of our ability. Life was a battle, aye, but no matter what fate threw at us, we took it on the chin and came back for more. Everything we have, everything we fought for. How are we any different then? 'Tis true that we are both mercenaries of lowly birth, and 'tis true that we both had our fair share of struggles. But whereas I sold my sword, you, Marshal, you sold your comrades. If life has taught me one thing, it is that you never betray your own. I would sooner cut off my own arm than raise a hand towards a friend. But enough talk. You will return to Uldar to face justice, and the people whose trust you have dragged through the gutter. Doing one must install recite for tool dance. This one is called my name. Turn my body and not my feet. Oh yeah. Not so much as a hint of remorse. 'Tis well that this sordid business is finally at an end. A friend's betrayal cuts deeper than steel. We must hope that we have chosen our allies more wisely than Roban chose his. Oh, a weapon. Got home and had to tell my uncle to go point glass that they could wake me up. Oh wow, yeah, you need to rest it when that happens. Oh, we're back in Uldar.
I've heard. Truly bothersome business.
Oh.
No, I do not foresee a problem on that front. The main concern is Roban. There is no telling what the brute might do.
The brute?
Have the blades watch him in the flames day and night. You may leave the Sultana to me. I shall personally attend her grace.
Oh, this guy! It's the freaking tar, and the weight of his voice, how sickly and sweet
Settle one
it
of the
sounds.
East Aldenard trade routes. That ought to keep Lolorito occupied for a while.
Poisonous little gremlin.
Nanamo unamo. For my sake, pray be a good little Sultana to the last.
Can we kick his face in yet? Captain Ilbert and I have a few questions for the Flame Marshal regarding the circumstances of her miraculous escape. When we have completed our interrogation, we shall take our findings directly to General Roban, and that shall be the end of it. Your work is done here, my friend. My thanks. But I have one last task for you. Return to the Rising Stones and apprise Minfilia of all that has happened. I am aware the antecedent held Roil in high regard. For better or worse, you'll want to know how this tale ends. Alright. As well embrace and talk and dance, I don't clearly go back on my point. Oh, okay, fair enough. So it kind of works. We got a heavy weapon coffer. Ooh. It's more powerful. How's it look, though? I mean, that's pretty cool. So we're just going to the Rising Stones. Levantine. How's the how's the weather where you are, Lily? Is it hot? Is it cool? Is it raining? As I'm sure you're aware, we're currently undergoing the second heat wave within a month. Hot and humid, and really bad thunder. Oh, I'd love a thunderstorm. I would love a thunderstorm right about now. It'll clear the air right up.
Welcome back, my friend.
Another voiced one.
I have already received word from Alfino.
Alfino. Yep, you know what's going on.
To think that Flame Marshal Huayu was the Gallian agent. I know not what to say.
Ryle, there you go.
Together with Robon, Eileen lent us much-needed aid at the time of our order's founding.
Guess we need moisture.
She was
Yeah.
particularly passionate about the need to tackle the primal threat.
Oh, she...
When we discussed the subject, her eyes fairly shone with determination. Whatever else she may have been, I choose to believe that it was her true self with whom I spoke then.
Someone had got
But
to her.
now is not the time to dwell on such matters. I have an important announcement to make regarding our effort to defeat the Asians. We shall begin as soon as everyone is assembled.
Alright, sounds good. We had a bunch of trees down at work. Oh, yesterday at work was a nightmare.
My thanks for coming, friends. Moonbreeder, the floor is yours.
By now, I'm sure you're all familiar with white orosite, the miraculous material that'll allow us to capture Asian souls. Back at Snowcloak, we verified its ability to absorb vast amounts of ether.
We did.
Alas, it leaves something to be desired in the area of stability. The stone can only store ether for a short while before expelling its contents.
In addition to orosite's inherent limitations, we must needs be wary of our enemy's strength. Our foe draweth upon an infinite wellspring of power. Even should we succeed in entrapping him, the stone will not long contain his wrath.
20. Oh, wow. Oh, I'm sorry,
Really,
Lily. That
lad,
sucks.
If we want to kill the swine, we'll have to be quick about it.
Okay,
It is
fine.
our belief that an Asian soul may be permanently undone if smitten by a sufficiently concentrated burst of pure ether.
Okay.
The only trouble is, we can't say for sure how concentrated the burst needs to be. Without knowing how much ether an Asian soul is composed of, we're basically guessing.
Excuse me, Kara. Not died
Our
yet.
sole clue lieth in thy struggle with La Habrea.
During that encounter, Heidelin bid you forge what she called a Blade of Light, a weapon which took the form of a luminous stream of energy.
It did.
Based
Kicked
on
his
your
ass.
description, we believe the blade with which you vanquished your foe was composed of ether. Admittedly, your victory proved ephemeral, as La Habrea was able to use a crystal of darkness to flee into the space that lies between our world and the void. The fact remains, however, that Heidelin placed the means to destroy the Asians in your
Oh, I
hands.
see. Asians being
Be that
killed
as
by
it
a
may,
fancy light
it would be
bulb. I love
unwise
it.
to
I
assume that you
love
will do
it.
the same when we next encounter such a foe.
Quite so, my lady. We must needs find the means to forge our own blade of ether, one to equal that which Heidelin did benevolently bestow upon her champion.
We'll find a way.
That is all well and good, but it seems to me that producing such a blade will require a prodigious quantity of ether. Whence will it come, pray tell?
Pray tell. I'll tell you where it comes from.
Oh, what if we had two pieces of white orosite? One to trap the Asian, and the other to store the ether for the blade.
Hey, it's not a bad idea.
Oh, nice try. But it's as I said, the stone won't hold ether for any length of time. We'd still need to collect the stuff there and then, sorry to say.
Just did the Zodi login for Faye. I need to. Oh,
And
sweet, nice
therein
one.
lies the rub. Finding a way to create the blade whenever and wherever we choose.
It would seem more research is in order.
The answer
I'm
is
going to
in
linger a
your
while
room,
before a few
right
more tests on your
behind
side.
you.
And I could do with some help. Urianger, why don't you lend me a hand?
Going to retire your quarters and research, are we?
Mine apologies, but I am required at the waking sound.
She's trying to get him into bed. You
Lady
watch.
Minfilia hath given me sole charge of the
Hello.
premises. 'Twould be unseemly to leave them unattended.
Kara has appeared. You can say hi, you know.
Sole charge, you said? So
Oh, there you go.
you're basically alone there, then? Well, that settles it. I'll just have to come to you.
Okay, fair enough. She's not going to leave him alone. That's so cute. You get so flustered by her.
While you were afield, word arrived from the Sharlayan motherland. You will recall that a survey party was dispatched to investigate the incident at the Isle of Val. What they discovered
Yeah.
was troubling, to say the least.
Could you do mine as well?
According to the
With that
report,
cold, have you got
the
enough cold
isle
water
has
left?
been erased from existence.
Get some
It was as if a
squash in it.
hole had been torn in the very fabric of reality.
Oh no!
Aye. Yet the mystery endeth not with the isle's disappearance. It hath come to light that a number of scholars in various other locales were reported missing at a similar juncture.
What's more, they all had something in common with the head of the students of Baldessian. Every last one of them was researching a phenomenon called dimensional compression, or the rejoining as the ancient texts call it.
Uh-oh.
I'll be damned if that's a coincidence.
First mention of rejoining. Oh, there goes my throat.
All indications suggest Asian involvement, but I sense that a force greater still is at work. The entity the dark beings call the one true God. We must pray that my dear friend Kryle regains consciousness soon. If she bore witness to the Isle of Val's final moments, she may be able to shed some light on this mystery.
We need to go and find this island. Probably just sitting somewhere. Someone put it in their pocket or something. Cutscene again, because it's the end of this is the end of 2.4 patch.
Following the calamity, the forces of the 14th Imperial Legion entrenched themselves in strategic locations across Eorzea. So swiftly did they accomplish this, it was suspected that they had received help. To think that it came from Huayu. my right hand.
Wow, that's an interesting way to say the name. I would not have said that at all.
There is more. We have reason to believe that Huayu didn't deal exclusively with the 14th. She also answered to a higher authority in Garlemald. But this higher authority could not have been the Emperor. By consenting to the media project, Solus Zos Galvus showed himself to be more concerned about preventing the spread of primal influence than claiming Eorzea for the Empire.
Oh, thank you very much.
He would happily have seen the lot reduced to ash. We believe a number of high-ranking figures within the royal household were against the decision, but that they knew better than to oppose the Emperor openly. Of course, this didn't prevent them from making clandestine provisions, in which Huayu played a part.
Alas, these provisions did not prevent Delaman from falling, and the ensuing chaos changed the face of the realm forever. Yet Eorzea survived.
It did.
To all intents and purposes, the Meteor Project had failed, and the Empire was left to rue its lack of a decisive means to eliminate the
Yeah,
Primus.
Kara, I was talking about what you
Until,
saw.
that is,
The Meteor
it
Project.
stumbled upon the Ultima weapon.
Yeah. You saw that.
Even before the accursed thing was dug up, the 14th had the might to overwhelm our weakened armies. Yet they chose to hide behind their walls. Why?
The Black Wolf was wary of making the denizens of Eorzea desperate, lest more primals emerge to bleed the land.
Oh, I'll tell
The
you what.
discovery of the Ultima
I'm gonna mute
weapon,
myself for this bit, sorry.
emboldened him to resume his war of conquest in earnest.
But there was one in Garlemald who believed that Van Belsar's actions were premature. One who stood higher in the Imperial Army's chain of command. He ordered the Legatus to halt his advance, only to find that the Black Wolf had slipped its leash, and that the 14th now acted alone. In a bid to bring Van Belsar to heel, he used the agent he had planted in Ul'dah prior to the calamity to undermine the Legion's efforts.
A man who outranks Van Belsar, yet opposed the late Emperor's decision to annihilate Eorzea. This could only be
There
the
we go.
former
Sorry, I'm back.
Legatus
I
of
talked
the
to Kara
Garlean
about
army,
something.
now known as Emperor Vorissos Galvus.
What? Food?
So he was Huayu's true master.
Oh, okay.
But one of several in actual fact. We've learned that even as Huayu served the Empire's interests, she sold Imperial secrets to a certain faction in Eorzea.
Shit's going down.
In so doing, she helped to maintain the status quo, thus prolonging the conflict. Considering who stands to profit from war, it isn't hard to imagine who her other masters were.
I wonder.
7 hells! You mean to say that she was a double agent?
Yeah, sorry, Roban.
Triple, if you consider her services to Van Belsar and the new Emperor as separate.
As neatly as these pieces seem to fit, one aspect of the puzzle remains unclear to me.
And what may be that, little lordling?
By whose will was the Marshal feeding intelligence to the heretics? And try as I might, I fail to see how aiding their cause would profit either her Imperial or monetarist masters. Could it be that another hand is at work here? If so, why you must be made to reveal whose it is.
Not only have I lost a trusted friend, now I must interrogate her as a stranger.
Sorry, Roban.
Not a pleasant task, I grant you, but a necessary one. Unless we weed out the ivy, root, stalk, and stem, it will simply grow back.
Yeah, that's how you get rid of weeds.
I know that full well. Those closest to Hua Yu have already been detained, and I will question them alongside her.
General, pray keep in mind that there may be unwitting abettors among them.
All will be treated fairly. On that you have my word. Those who are innocent have no cause to fear.
You have ever been a friend of truth, General. I hope the unpleasant task of weeding out falsehood will not detain you too long. Though it be for the sake of Eorzea, doubting one's comrades is poison to the soul. And with that, I take my leave.
Okay, bye then. I think someone was
All
listening.
these years, I've been made to dance to their tune. How could you, Hua Yu? How could you side with them?
You're about to find out.
Those cankers who take from this land and give naught in return, who use their power to disempower and grow fat while the people starve.
Oh.
I know you can hear me, monitor and scum. Your crimes will not go unpunished.
Go on, Roban, you tell him.
Purge this land of your sickness before the eyes of the 12. I swear it.
Alright, calm down. Oh, and there's the Sultana's bed. Is she in it? Nope, she's at a table having
I shall
some
have
pastry.
no further need of you this day. Your Grace.
Ain't she so beautiful? Such a cute
I
face.
fear that not even mine own chambers shall remain private for long.
Has the situation grown so grim?
She knew she was there the whole... Oh, she was there. No.
Ever since he proposed the Cartona Reclamation Bill, Teleji Adeleji has risen to greater prominence upon the backs of impoverished refugees.
Sultana,
The monetarists were ever
Beslana.
united
Yeah,
in their
she
pursuit
is.
of profit, but the man's
second
actions
best.
have thrown a rift in their ranks. They snap at each other as rabid dogs.
Kral's the
Yet
best
now
one.
is not the time to be bickering among ourselves.
If this bickering is a threat to law and order, might you not have grounds to dissolve the syndicate?
Hey, politics.
Would that the solution were so simple, Admiral. Alas,
They're tied for best?
my
Fair
moving
enough.
to dissolve the syndicate is certain to spark outrage among the influential merchant class, whom the Cabal represents. This would serve to exacerbate the current unrest, and peace would slip still further away. Be they rich or poor, natives or refugees, all who reside in Ul'dah have a right to pursue happiness. It is the duty of a ruler to protect this right. If I am to perform my duty, I must needs tread warily. It would not do to make enemies heedlessly.
Hey, Pippin's a good shout. Yeah, Pippin's another good one. Politics in my games?
Were Lord Lolorito here, he would doubtless say that I have my head in the clouds.
A ruler is required to take a wide view. Try as we might to cater to all needs, some will inevitably be overlooked. As such, there shall ever be citizens who feel aggrieved. It cannot be helped. But as you have informed us,
the variant dungeon, whatever it's called. Yeah, I need to do those on this character when I get there.
In the absence of a common cause, it seems beyond any one individual to make Uldar whole.
And the presence of a Garlean agent within the Immortal Flames only makes matters worse. Even accounting for Uldar's historic reliance upon mercenaries, such a grievous breach of security is unprecedented. I fear this business will provide the Monitorists with a rod to beat Rauban.
Yeah, Seribot's doing the right thing here. If you're sitting there watching, make sure you take breaks and have something to drink.
Eorzea can ill afford for the Immortal Flames to be dampened now. Ere long, the Garleans will turn their ravenous gaze toward our lands once more. If we are to resist their might, our nations must stand together. Yet for this to happen, our nations must be whole. Cannot be done to improve the situation in Uldar.
The true wealth of Uldar lies in the health, happiness, and hopes of her citizens. Alas, the citizens shall never know these things, so long as their lives are ruled by the ambitions of the few. The Monitorists claim to represent the best interests of the people.
My God, these cutscenes gone for a long time.
Only to manipulate them for their own selfish ends.
I said I'd do them all. I'd do them all.
For the government to serve the people, it must be formed of the people.
Well, what they're saying there is pretty
For Uldar to
true.
move forward, it is not only the Syndicate that must be dissolved.
It is you. The monarchy.
Nay, you jest.
My friends, it was for no other reason than to make known to you my intent that I requested your presence here. When I make my declaration to the people, chaos shall inevitably ensue. As the last monarch in the line of Ul, I make unto you this request. Help Rauban to preserve order and protect the people. Forsake them, and you forsake yourselves. For a strong Eorzea will ever have need of a strong Uldar.
Yep.
Your Grace, are you certain of this?
Probably not.
There is no other way. When the time is right, the nation shall become a true republic. Both royalists and monitorists shall cease to be. Uldar will no longer belong to kings or queens or merchant princes, but to her people.
She knows the best way around these things.
Rauban, forgive me for casting aside all that you have toiled for in my name.
He'll forgive you, don't you worry.
Beyond this gesture, I am powerless to help my subjects.
Finally, right. That is 2.4. Now we move into 2.5. Oh. I am most eager to address the Ascian threat. However, we dare not neglect our other pressing concerns. We both know full well that St. Shiva will not be the last primal we face, and our relationship with Ishgard is tenuous at best. To think that the resolution of the primal threat was once the sole priority of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. Some days I wonder if it was wise for us to take on so many other responsibilities. Lest you forget, Antecedent, the Scions need not shoulder the burden alone. Were not the Crystal Braves established for this very reason? True, we are presented with a multitude of problems. However, we all have the resources we need to address them in turn. Anternos in particular is ever a steadying hand who I trust will continue to support the Braids. To what do we owe the pleasure? Have there been further developments regarding the situation in Uldar? As expected, the Immortal Flames have been struggling to cope with the revelation that one of their highest ranking officers was a Garlean agent. Suffice to say, Teleji Adeleji and his monetarist ilk have wasted no time in attempting to turn the situation to their advantage. Coupled with ongoing unrest, the Flames are finding themselves hard-pressed. Plainly, General Roban needs our help, and I will direct the Crystal Braves to offer what support they can. If I am to stay abreast of the latest developments and issue effective orders, however, I cannot afford to waste time travelling back and forth. And so, for the foreseeable future, I think it'd be for the best if I were to remain in Uldar, unless you have an objection. None whatsoever. We all have matters in hand. We're here well in hand. Moonbreeder's research is proceeding as planned? So she tells me, though I'm not familiar with the details. Uriange is poring over his tomes at the Waking Sands, and the others are contributing in their own ways too. Alas, the key problem, how to form an ethereal blade at will, remains unsolved. Nevertheless, it's only a matter of time. Anternos, while we focus on that task, mayhap you could assist Alphino and his Braves with theirs. It would do much to restore faith in the Immortal Flames if the Warrior of Light was seen working on their behalf. Never forget that your esteemed status allows you to act in ways that those more tightly bound to organisations and nations cannot. As ever, I implore you to do so. Not that your response was ever in doubt, but I humbly thank you once more for aiding our cause. Now then, there are preparations I must attend before my departure, such as receiving Riol's latest report. He has proven to be quite skilled at gathering information others wish kept secret, hence why I placed him under my direct command and ordered him to investigate the Uldan riots. When you are finished here, join me outside. Depending on what he has to say, I may soon have a favour to ask. If there are any developments on our front, I shall inform you at once in the usual fashion. All good. Speak with Riol. I think we're now into the last set of quests. So let me just... Pleasure as always, Anternos. You'll be escorting the commander to Uldar, take it? Actually, I had another task in mind for him. If you'd be so kind as to repeat your report for his benefit. Right then. Just looking at something quickly. Bear with me, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Me and mine have been making inquiries into the source of the weapons that found their ways into refugees' hands a way back. Oh, sorry. So what happens we caught wind of something promising? A rather large purchase of sharp and pointy things by a black marketeer holed up near Highbridge. I doubt that this man would have secured such a quantity of weapons if he did not already have citizens waiting, clients that, for whatever reason, would prefer for this transaction to remain secret. Another chonker! Hello, Yamper! Hello! Brings to mind that merchant we caught an arrow while talking to Anternos, don't it? Generous fellow. He was doling out swords and spears to the downtrodden and disgruntled. Which isn't to say these clients have been the same mischief in mind, but if you're to be sure, it might be prudent to intervene before they collect their goods, savvy? Seizing the weapons before they fall into the wrong hands would be for the best. However, if we strike at the appointed hour, we might capture the black marketeer as well as his clients. What say you, Anternos? Nod. Yeah, Noddingtons. Then it's settled. Rendezvous with Captain Ilberd at Highbridge and intervene when the exchange takes place. Now then, if you'd excuse me, I must leave for Uldar. I expect good tidings. Bye then. Right, we're going to Highbridge, so we want to go to Drybone. That one. Sorry, I've got a drink next to the microphone with a metal straw in it. That's probably what you can hear clinking. I did read about a black cat yesterday. First thought I had, a certain mum. Oh, she's on YouTube. Oh, that's nice. This is the kind of weather I want right now. We haven't got a actually, Yamper, We haven't got a chonker, but we have got a chunky shark. So it's kind of a chonker. Oh, she's always looking down on everyone. You know my fear for water. Oh, I know. You got 2 of those yesterday. Ah, what, 2 of the mounts? Sharks are awesome. Hillbird! Ah, Anternos. My scouts have been keeping a close eye on the Black Marketeer. It would seem its guests have arrived. It would also seem that it's hired more than a few men to stand guard. Common thugs no consequence, but they nevertheless pose a threat. Even so, I feel compelled to apologise. This is far beneath a man of your standing, and Commander Leviard needn't have dispatched you hither. But powerful men never had need of loyal, able-bodied friends. Having found one in you, it's only natural they would come to rely upon you without hesitation. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Whoops. Now then, we should make for the burning wall without delay and secure those weapons. First unit will ensure that the clients do not escape. With me, Anternos. You got it, buddy boy. He hasn't started OC yet. I found it on the market board because it was dead cheap. I was just looking through the mounts. I think you watched the stream, didn't you, when it happened? I would love this kind of weather right now. I really, really would. Apparently, as I said, apparently we'll do some rain tomorrow, but I don't think it's going to be very much. But as soon as it rains, I'm going outside. I spy the one man, but there are sure to be others. I have a plan. While you approach the sentry and create a distraction, my men and I will slip past and catch the Black Marketeer unawares. Once you dispose of the thugs, wait for us outside the tunnel entrance. Any questions? And let's be off. Good luck, my friend. Called the blue kiosk. Another guy with the blue. Ah, I see. Okay. Well, make it easy. Let's fly down. Hello, Mr. Thug. Who goes there? An adventurer? Damn fool. You should never have come here. Oh, really? Any more? Cleans the air. Yeah, that's what it says it's going to do tomorrow. I really hope it does. More? God's sake, more of you. Bodyguard head. Fracture. Oh dear, you got fracture. What's that? Ah, just a bleeding wound. That's fine. You'll be okay. Going down there, are we? Wow, my PC is warm. Yeah, it's about the same here, Yamper. I don't understand. What's this all about? Hillbird. Did you kill him? As you can see, there's a fine mess. When I tried to restrain him, he drew a hidden blade and lashed out. Before I could disarm him, one of my subordinates panicked, and this is the result. How foolish of me to underestimate the bastard, and to bring an inexperienced recruit. Commander Leveilleur will be most disappointed. Humidity. Damn it all, a golden opportunity wasted. As for the clients, though we know not how, they slip past our perimeter. At present, the first is currently tracking a party of dust-white sellswords we may suspect be them. Would that we have enlisted the aid of Immortal Flames or Brass Blades? Alas, we're here to aid them. They're in no position to aid us. Well, at the very least, we've secured the weapons. Yeah, even that accomplishment is lacking. The information we received indicated a massive shipment, and this is anything but. This one from fishing looks like an actual shark and a walking man. Yeah. I think I have that minion. Might do. No, I don't have a minion out at the moment, so let's get one out. Let's get the... Oh, I did have one. Nope, I just... There we go, wind up Nanamo. I will join the first in their hunt for the Dust-White Cell Swords. The gods are good, we'll catch them before they escape. Oh look, she's climbing up me, look, look, look. And she sits on my shoulder. She was actually climbing up my body. I forgot that minion did that, that's so cute. Catch them before they escape to the Black Shroud. In the meantime, I ask you to deliver these weapons to Uldar in my stead. Entrust them to the third Yu Hassi. He'll take care of the rest. Alright. Oh no. Yeah, same here, Jan, but I did it on the previous character, my American one, but not this one yet. Where is he? There. Games Reaps, I didn't know you got a minion, I did it for the mount. Oh, hi Games Reaps. Welcome on in, it's your first time chat. Welcome on in. I bought, I think the Nanamo minion you get from a collector's edition of the game, I actually can't remember. Minions for 5k ocean fishing, mounted for 10k points in a single run. I've done ocean fishing once and it was mayhem. Absolute mayhem. You have 300 minions, don't have a problem. I think you and Lily have the same thing. Lily's got a problem with cards. Ah, the Warrior of Light, ever reliable friend of the Crystal Braids. You have my deepest thanks for your assistance in Kurthus. Now, what brings you to us today? $412 minions. Oh, damn, Lily. A gift of weapons from a certain black marketeer, courtesy of Captain Ilbird, you say? Understood. Once we've catalogued the contents, I'll have them delivered to the Hall of Flames. This cannot be everything, can it? Rio stated with confidence that there will be a far greater quantity of weapons. A blatant falsehood. Clearly Rio is unfamiliar with the ways of Uldar merchants. Whoever strive to present themselves as great as they are. We should be thankful that this information was not completely erroneous, and we managed to achieve anything of worth at all. It's still something worth celebrating, isn't it, Lieutenant? Besides, we've got more important things to worry about, like fighting those Garleans up north. There'll be no fighting if I have anything to say about it. Our orders are to stand watch, not seek glory in battle. If you've no further need of us, I shall take my unit to Cerulean Processing Plant. Time for the Force to earn their keep, eh? Fight well, Alian, for the freedom of all. You have 353 minions and 407 cards. Oh, I see, 412 minions. Excellent work as always, my friend. Rest assured that the Immortal Flames will hear of your contribution. Until we meet again. Did you do the complete... Well, what rank are you now in the European servers? Last time I heard it was like 74. Anternos, a word, if it please you. Not here. Look for me at the Sapphire Avenue Exchange. No need for whistling this time, don't you worry. 65. You're the 65th highest player in all of the European servers. See, that's quite an awesome achievement. Oh, on Serb. Sorry, my mistake. Okay, on Serb character, you're the 65th highest person. Thanks for indulging me request. Few places better than for a market for privacy, I find. All the hustle and bustle of commerce means most conversations go unnoticed. I'll get to the point. The Burning Wall, when you and the captain interrupted the exchange, what happened? Tell me everything, leave no detail out. 2,855 Noir. That's still a pretty decent amount. That's not quite how the first told it. Those dust whites they were chasing, latest word is that we lost the trail. But you never saw him yourself. Not even before the fighting started, not after. Something ain't right. I don't know what it is, but I can feel it in me bones. I'm not daft enough to be misled by some merchant's drunken boasts. Our information was reliable, goddammit. I know he purchased those weapons. What if I never deciphered a moneylender's books or had to follow a transaction back to its source? Did plenty of that back when the Braves were getting started. Believe me, the commander wanted assurances that we weren't taking gil from the wrong set of benefactors. Of course, these days the money flows like water, and the first and third get the shiniest new toys. Forgive me, friend. I have a lot more on my mind these days, and I appreciate you lending an ear. Right then, best get back at it. I need more gil. I think that's a thing for everybody. Anternos, can you hear me? This is Tataru. Your presence is urgently requested at the Rising Stones. Please come and see me as soon as you're able. Problem. I've currently got, what have I got? 370k. It's alright. So, on my American server character, on... Oh, bloody hell, what server am I on American? I can't remember. But one of the American servers, I have about 17 million. That's mostly because of a minion I got from the treasure dungeons and sold it for quite a decent amount. 3.9 mil, but never. I had over 40 mil, but I had. Cactuar, thank you. Thank you for coming so quickly, Hunternos. We've had a guest from Ishgard who wishes to speak to you with a most determined lady by all indications. Oh. Ooh, here it comes. Our guest is with the Antecedent in the Solar at present. Let's not keep them waiting longer, shall we? 39 million! Oh yeah, you want the 50 million golden sheep. I remember you telling me that. The corgi looks amazing, I know. I can't remember who it is. Is it? Oh, it's Lucia.
We have a guest from Ishgard who wishes to speak with you.
Well, I'm here.
I believe the two of you have met.
Indeed we have.
We have. I had hoped to speak with Commander Leveilleur as well, but I cannot afford to wait any longer. The Lord Commander sent me hither to request your aid in a matter of grave import.
You see now why I had Tataru summon you.
Oh, that was lovely.
Now that we're all assembled, perhaps you would be good enough to elaborate on the nature of the matter which brought you to us.
The Observatorium's astrologians have sounded the alarm.
Alarm.
Last night, the Dragonstar burned with an intensity not seen in 15 summers.
Starbird. Isn't that
Not
Final
since
Days
the Dravanians
Extreme?
engaged the Empire in the
I
Battle
think.
of Silvertear Skies.
I can't remember.
The northern sky doth burn full bright upon the Wormlord's call. The red behemoth beckoneth, and flame consumeth all.
Oh, it's dead ends. Okay, gotcha. One beforehand.
The old Curthin Ryan, aye. The brightening of the Dragonstar is said to accompany the roar of a great worm. The astrologians believe that it was Midgard Soma himself who cried out on this occasion.
As a matter of submarines making a mill a day from
After an
Sweet.
absence of centuries, the King of Kings did return to lead his kind against the might of Garlemald.
The drop rate is horrible. 90 runs,
Only to
damn.
fall in his duel with the Agrius, proud flagship of the Gallian fleet.
I'm guessing it's from the final boss, the golden lion thing, whatever it's called. The friend, the gentlest end.
Whatever this
as she called
alteration
it.
in the Dragonstar portends, the Great Worm has shown no sign of life.
I don't know about that.
Tataru, have the Domans reported aught out of the ordinary?
Who said they love Tataru? Who said it?
Correct me if
Yamper.
I'm wrong.
I
but
hate
if
Tataru.
Midgard Soma had roared,
I hate her.
we have heard it here in
I've
Revenant's
never
Toll.
liked her.
Roar is but a figure of speech. Dravanians can communicate in ways beyond our ken. It is for this very reason that we are forced to look for signs in the heavens. We cannot say with any confidence that a great worm roared at all, much less that it was Midgard Soma. Only by
300
directly
runs.
examining the keeper
Wow.
of the lake can we be certain. However, it will take too long to gain the Holy See's approval to dispatch the Temple Knights. Therefore, Sir Emric would entrust this task to you. Do you accept?
What, to go into a dungeon? Yeah, why not? We'll accept it.
We knew you would not disappoint us. Now, if you would excuse me, I must return and assist the Lord Commander. We have precious little time to prepare.
To prepare for what, pray tell?
War.
When a great worm rules, his brethren cannot choose but answer. We prepare for battle.
Yep. Here we go. Starting. A mountain well I found. My friend got it on his second try. Lucky bastard. That's right rare. Oh. Forgive me if I say talks which you already know, but I would ensure that you understand the nature of your destination. As Urion just stated, what we now call the Keeper of the Lake is the wreckage of the Agrius, former flagship of the Imperial fleet, and the corpse of the worm responsible for its destruction. 15 years ago, as the next step in his campaign to subjugate Eorzea, Gaius van Belsar attempted to seize control of Mordona. So massive was his force that all thought his victory a foregone conclusion. But an unlikely ally came to Eorzea's aid that day, Midgarsamir, legendary guardian of Silvertear Falls, burst forth from beneath the waters of the lake and led a host of dragons against the Garlean airships overhead. In what would later be known as the Battle of Silvertear Skies, the Great Worm felled countless airships before engaging the Agrius. In the ensuing struggle, the flagship Ceruleum engines failed and it tumbled into the lake below, yet its victory came at a great cost, for the explosion which followed claimed the life of the Great Worm as well. The same explosion transformed Silvertear Falls into the desolate wasteland it is today, draining the lake of its waters and crystallising ether for miles around. Yet a remnant of the lake remains, and at its centre a constant reminder of that fateful day long ago. In accordance with Sir Emeric's wishes, our Doman allies have been standing watch over the Keeper of the Lake. It would be wise to speak with them before investigating the wreckage yourself. Be careful, my friend. We know not what dangers await you within. Now then, let us not neglect our own tasks. There is much to be done, and precious little time to do it. You want me to sumo Midgarsamir, yeah? Sweet, I'll do that. Took me over 40 rounds of Emerald Extreme to get the mount. Getting things early and easily, I've been struggling for months. Me to get Onyxius mount took me 6 months with 5 different characters each week. God damn. I have all the extreme mounts up to Endwalker. Still need to farm Endwalker and DT. We didn't break party. The first big farming party I ever did. This was my second or first character I ever did. And it was years ago. And we were running... What were we running? Kara, what were we running? Oh, Bismarck. We were running Bismarck Extreme constantly until everyone had that mount. And I think maybe 8 times out of 10 times we did that run, Kara would always fall off when jumping to Bismarck's back. And it was so funny. Hades takes forever. The highest extreme I've ever done on this game was... Actually, it was us, Lily. It was me, you and Adam. We did... Was it Suzaku? Extreme? That took a while to get right, didn't it? Hell's Kia. That was it. You're in luck, sir. I'm about to send word of evidence told about the Garleans. Of late, I've been seeing small airships, likely from Castrum Century, come and go from the Keeper of the Lake. Though I cannot say for certain at this distance, I believe they may be salvaging something from within the wreckage. The Castrum supply lines have been cut for some time, and I wager they're desperately in need of spare parts and other equipment. So it's true then. The Ishgardians honestly fear that the worm might rise again? Well, from here it seems rather unlikely. But if it's assurances they want, you've no choice but to inspect the corpse in its entirety. Easier said than done, given the creatures which inhabit the wreckage, and the aforementioned Garleans who won't take lightly to your presence. They're sure to fire upon an airship, so I'd advise a more stealthy approach. Take this boat and a few of your comrades to the base of the Agarius, then climb to the top. That's the only viable approach, I'd say. 100 EWs are easier sometimes, just skip mechs, but not always. As Anthony know, my favourite cat is Tiger. Yep, I know that one. Oh, can we go NPCs? We can, right. We'll see what the queue is like first, because it's much more fun with people. Keeper of the Lake, there you are. 8 minutes. Okay, we can wait 8 minutes. 8 minutes is a decent run. We can wait here. We'll just chat for a bit. We'll just chat. Have a break, grab something to drink, you know, that kind of thing. I've just drunk all my water, so I should go and get some more, but I don't want to leave it just in case. It costs around €50 a year. I love my cat mount. If you want a tiger mount, you have to grind one of the tanks. Tiger mount. I'll tell you what, hold on. I'll look. FFXIV tiger mount. The Centurio tiger, I think it's called. Centurio tiger. Bring your A game 5 and bring your S game 5, which is achievements. Slay 3000 rank A elite marks and slay 2000 rank S. Unless there's another tiger. There's a hunt mount. Oh, okay. Don't even have that one. No, neither do I. Tiger mount. Turner? Imposing feline, both small. Okay, there's another mount. Speak with all 4 of the accessories. Bloody hell! I have no idea what that is. Oh, it's Eureka stuff. Yeah, okay. There's a level 91 that's Eureka stuff. Tank you Gunbreaker 2. Tank you Gunbreaker 2. Complete 200 dungeons, level 61 and above, Extreme Trials 61 and above, Unreal Trials, blah, 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 as a Gunbreaker. War Tiger. The War Tiger, of course it is. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that looks quite nice. But Sabretooth. You know what? I'm going to risk it. I'm going to go make myself another drink. I'm back in a moment. I'm not going to go to the Beer at Bat screen because I'm only over there. I'll try and keep a listen out for the swing noise, you know. Coming back. Oh, there we go. Is it bad? What's that? Biscuit for a biscuit? I did. Yep. No Kara sneaking around. She did that earlier. Is it bad I still make jokes about the Shadowbringers? Oh, the Granny. In a queue for an hour and then got up for a hot pocket. Did you actually get back to that? I can't remember if you actually got it. Because I remember you doing it and you came back and said it popped, but I don't actually know if you got in. Gonna go ride my granny. The Granny! Yes, I remember the Granny. You got in. Oh, thank goodness for that. Oh, I'll tell you what. While we're here, just having a think, while we're here, maybe we could go and do some hunting log if it's around. But first of all, just in case anybody wants to follow me anywhere, there I am. Right, is there any hunting log I can do around here? That one's done. How about this one? East Shroud, Outer Lenosha, Western Lenosha, Southern Fans, Kurthus could be possible, and then you've got Wanderer's Palace. So we can go and do the Natlan stuff, so there's a few things in Natlan, so let's go there. No! Not you! Hot Pocket is good though. Do you know what? Because I've never had a Hot Pocket. Oh, never mind. Hello, Keeper of the Lake. Hey, I love this dungeon. No, I made a TikTok account, but... So I will avoid that. I made it a while ago, but then I just got... I thought, nah, that's not much point. Right, off we go. Who's the tank? You are. Music here is amazing. Happy I made a friend? Awesome! use a flare. Yeah. Keep going. Believe me, if you like to stick around, feel free to give us a follow, but this community is nothing but accepting. We're lovely, friendly people here. Accepting to all. We don't like any kind of racist, you know, racist, sexist, transphobic, that kind of thing. None of that here. We're all friendly and accepting. And thank you for the follow, gamer. Not friendly. You? Nah. Shut up! You're one of the friendliest ones of the lot. What are you talking about? Nah, you're all lovely people. Here's a board. They are a board. And yes, now that you're here, you'll know I hum along to the tracks a lot. And I will, especially when I get into Heaven's Ward, I will be doing a lot of that. Favourite class, what do I have to say? Well, I mean, you constantly play out of spite, you do. That's very true. Black Mage is my go-to. It always is. Lily will confirm that. But I'm trying to get my hand on my mind around healing. I need to get back on that. But I can play tank. I can play warrior. 5k hours in 3 years. I hate this game. I have been playing this game for... wow, goodness. Kara, how long have you been playing? Too long. Karakuri, one of my mods here, is my partner. She's been playing since Japanese beta. Oh, crap. Yeah! I've been playing Japanese beta since 1.0. She's been around for longer, and she introduced me to the game just as Heaven's Ward released. That's how long I've been playing. Many, many characters. Uh-oh. Right, we've got this again. Yeah. Okay, we'll get the back. Put it back here. Red Mage is your main? It's a good class. It's a good class. It's one I've never really got myself around. I'm never too sure how to do it. Picto? I think that's Yampa's goal as well, isn't it? You want to get the Picto eventually when you get back on here. Healing? No. Paladin was not fun to I've got 2 service accounts over years. Oh yeah, go on, Kara. Hi bro, how are you? Arthur the Gamer! Welcome on in. Oh, I should not run ahead so fast. Go, go, go. Get him! Yeah. Right, okay, alright, I'll do this. Kara, you have a problem with too many characters. Lily, you have a problem with too many cards and minions, and the same as you, gamer. Kara the granny, oh wow, you just called her old. You're more Aeors, and yeah, you've been here for a long time. That's a good thing. Oh, shit. each number go up, you should play more Balatro. That's all about numbers going up. Casting. Oh, I'll have that. If you don't mind. Yeah, over there. Oh yeah, you did have the first stitch, I remember that. Going back a while though. Imagine them doing it nowadays, they'd literally strip the world of wood to make the paper for it. Let's go. Right, the airship. I remember this one. Fire! Oh, the fire effects look different. They've been updated. Wait, go this way. Oh, go on. Oh, I got a lot of them too. Oh yeah, need some. Oh, and back. I don't know why I'm standing over here. I really shouldn't be. Oh, Vanguard. No. No. I'll have that as well. Nearing. Oh, not too close. It's fine. We'll manage. Ah, I ran out of MP. Whoops. There we go, that'll do. Give myself a little bit back. Right, get that bit up. And got a few more up there. Yes! More enemies! Go, go, go! Wyvern. Right, the guardsman. Oh, I love this fight. There he is. Go when you're ready. I'll use the massive gas tanks. Remember they changed this. Does look a lot more pretty though, I'll tell you that. in. Here we go. Here comes the dragon. This fight's changed. I remember the original fight. It was so good. Oh, you can't attack him. I remember. Oh. Wait for the thing to drop. There we go. Yeah, that's a normal one. Out the terminal, in the middle. Oh yeah, shit. I was nearly standing in that then. Whoopsie. It's fine. Right. Is the gas tank still not a thing, or is it now a proper fight? Oh, here we go. Die! Die! Get rid of it before my ether just dropped completely. I made a mistake. Ah, we got the ones reaching out. Cool, doing well. Alright, 37. Still climbing. There it is. At Morn. It's a stacker. I remember that one. There we go. What we got? Yep. Again. And back. So that's such a beautiful fight. It's such a beautiful fight. Tank buster. I'm not using strong attacks, I know, but until I get my fire for... Oh, I've got my earrings, good. Right, until he does that, I'll go and do a... Tell you what. Hey, I'll have some of that. Oh, shit. Run! Run, 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 run! I just made it out! Fucking close. There we go! Woo. Right. I'll give it to the tank. They did pretty good. And the loot? No. Don't even want them. I gotta come! Sweet. Wow, I'll catch up with all the chatting.
By her gifts hast thou earned a moment's reprieve.
I'm just catching up on the chat. There he is.
Speak, mortal, and I shall listen.
Supposed to die for the limit break? Oh, nearly did.
Guided by a star. My people have heard the song. Ishgard shall burn.
Limbs scares you? Me and you both, mate.
Sons must answer for their father's misdeeds.
Misdeeds.
We do not forget. We do not forgive.
So you're basically saying all of the dragons are secretly elephants.
7 children did I sire. One now singeth, of retribution. I rise to join in the chorus.
You can't. You're just a corpse.
Thou art powerless to silence us, mortal. Yet thou shalt not live to labor in vain.
You are not prepared. I will be.
Is at an end.
Bam, bam, bam. Bit stickily walking around them, but yeah. Oh.
Trickery is thy shield. This frail, ignoble creature is not gifted, but chosen. Hearken to me, Hydaelyn. I remember, and I consent.
Oh, hello.
Fear not, mortal. I shall not harm thee.
I don't know about that. You might. Boom. Ow. My chest. Mummy? Mummy, are you here? Big scary dragon scaring me. I don't like it. Taking my crystals away. Or removing their power. Sorry, Mummy. Can't speak to you anymore. I am unprotected.
Mayhap thou thinkest me an oath breaker. Thou art mistaken. If thou comest to harm, it shall be by another's hand, not mine. I did but strip thee of thy mistress's feeble blessing.
You had to ask because you've had your Omni 100 fighting classes, how to level. Oh, fighting classes. Okay, that's safe from my one.
Her grace, but no more.
I am all by myself now. Thank you, Dragon Daddy. He's a snake. Nah. There he is.
The covenant binds me to thee.
So now you got to follow me around everywhere, looking at politics and everything else. I hope you enjoy the current time.
Watch, listen.
Now going with me. Yep.
Wait.
Grab him in my hand, squish him.
Fight and struggle, if it be thy will. Man hath ever coveted that which lieth beyond his grasp. I drink of her body, and thence doth mine own
That's cold.
When it hath grown whole, the loyal and penitent shall rejoice.
Just speak faster.
The dragon song heraldeth our beginning and an end.
You may summon him at any time. Hang on, just do one. Okay. Good. Right. I was beginning to fear the worst. Were those explosions I saw? Ah, but you shouldn't waste time talking with me. Alphino left a message stating that you were to return to the Rising Stones at once. Just up there. Those losers. Oh. Sorry, you saying losers there, Lily, reminded me of something you said about NPC when they go in with you through the battles. And you called Alphino and Alizé the loser squad. Sorry, it's just so freaking funny. Tabby, producer, cutscene is too short. Can you pause 5 minutes between words, please? Yeah, that'd be nice. Wait, no, the other thing. Fate farming in Dawn Trail is very good. Praise to 12 that you are hale and whole. I came as soon as Minfilia informed me of Sir Emeric's request. You have completed your investigation of the Keep of the Lake, I take it. Then I would hear your report. You conversed with Megarsamir? I swear, were anyone else to make such a claim, I would regard it as considerable scepticism. And we are to understand that the Worm Lord did not perish and has in sooth lain dormant these past 15 years? Less a resurrection and more of a rejuvenation for he who dwelleth in eternity, years passing as moments. Though his words were ambiguous at times, one statement left little room for interpretation. I have never done the NPC squad. Grand Company one's not pleased. Oh God, what was the the dungeon where the final boss you are set alight and you have to go to a piece of furniture to pass it off before dying. I had to do that dungeon with Alphino and Alizé, and good freaking lord, it drove me insane. I no word of a lie, I nearly wanted to yeet my PC out the window. It was that freaking bad. I think that is the Grand Cosmos. Seeing Grand Company reminded me of it. My people have heard the song, Ishgard shall burn. Grand Cosmos, yeah. Clearly an attack is imminent. We must share this information with Sir Emeric immediately. However, we dare not divulge your conversation with Megarsamir in its entirety. To even acknowledge that you heard the voice of a Dravanian is a grave but necessary risk. Lest we forget, men have been executed as heretics for declaring as much. For your own protection, for the sake of our tenuous relations with Ishgard, the truth cannot leave this room. As for how we should present our revelation to Sir Emeric's emissary, you may leave that to me. Pray remain here for now. If you use the queue while I do the story? Yeah. Same here, Lily, same here. Is there something you're not telling us, Anternos? You seem different somehow. 'Tis almost as if you're missing something important. 12 for Fen. Megarsamir stripped you of the blessing of light? Are you alright? How do you feel? I feel alright. You see, it's a relief to hear that you are otherwise unharmed. It beggars belief that any being could possess the power to deprive you of her blessing. Garsamir made mention of a covenant, did he not? Of the ancient myths, one of the ancient myths regarding Silvertear Fall states that when the waters come into existence, so too did the Great Worm. Athilk and Nemea, brother of Time and sister Fate, decreed that Garsamir ever watch over the source from which all water and magic was said to flow. I wonder, what if this was the covenant of which he spoke, and was not the gods with whom he treated, but Hydaelyn herself? Well, if he is watching over you as he claimed, mayhap you will have an opportunity to ask. Let us keep this matter to ourselves. I do not wish to burden our friends needlessly. Hello again. Art thou a pawn, or master of thy fate? What hast thou wrought by thine own hands, mortal? I have to speak that slow because he speaks like Urionje. Oh, alright then. Go screw yourself then. Go back into oblivion. Listen here, you tiny dragon fuck. I will cook you and eat you. Hell yeah, medium rare.
My friend, I can scarce believe it. You confronted the Worm Lord and lived to tell the tale.
Why was the first bit voiced but not... Oh, for God, I don't even know.
I give thanks to Helone for your preservation. It is our sole cause for gladness.
Do you want me to be childish? I'm going to blow bubbles in my drink. You listen.
Your encounter with the Keeper of the Lake served to confirm our fears. A great worm has been
Yeah, I know. It's just like one bit isn't, one bit is. It's a bit weird.
Or any other. The Dravanians are coming.
I am told that Ishgard has magical defenses against Dravanian attack, though I am not privy to their exact nature. Will they be enough to repel a massive force?
Ishgard has weathered countless assaults over centuries. This will be no different. And now that you have confirmed the threat, none can ignore the Lord Commander's calls for the wards to be strengthened. I dare not presume to speak for him, but I expect the Lord Commander would sing your praises. I must away, but we shall meet again soon.
I like Lucia.
Countless assaults weathered, and this will be no different? Why am I not convinced?
You need a bit more convincing, Alpha. No, that's what it is. The Ishgardians have warred with the Dravanians for centuries, nay, nearly 1,000 years. In all that time, not once have their enemies breached their defences and entered the city proper. Yet regardless of how strong these magical wards may be, I nevertheless fear that the Ishgardians are underestimating the gravity of the situation. Though it was not Garsamir who roared, a call to arms by one of the first brood cannot be ignored. Until such time as they choose to request our aid, however, we can do naught but observe the situation at a distance and pray that our fears are unfounded. Ere I forget, I believe Moonbreeder requested a gathering of the Scions. I assume there's been some progress concerning our efforts to combat the Ascians. Pray inform her that our business with the Guardians is concluded for the moment. I shall be along once I've completed my communications with the Crystal Brains. Back in we go. Over here. Here she is. All done with your talk of dragons? Wonderful, because Ascians are next on the menu. Let's head into the solar, shall we? I was just near the solar. You mean you couldn't have... Oh, for goodness sake. Okay, fine, whatever. I don't mind backtracking. Not at all. Why does he sound like an Ilden Stormrage a bit? I don't know who that is. I've got an itchy back and I must scratch it. Wow, NPC. Gotcha. Oh.
Now that everything's calmed down a bit, relatively speaking, I mean, I thought it might be a good time to share our progress on the weapon.
I tried to use a pen with a lid on
I
it to
believe
scratch my
we're
back
on
and the
the
lid
verge
came
of
off
a
and now it's stuck down
breakthrough.
my shirt. Excuse me.
Don't keep us all in suspense.
Is it in here? Nope, there it is. Gotcha. Nice. Yeah, I know, right?
Just in case anyone's
Ooh,
forgotten, let's
Ascian.
start by reviewing what we already know. So, an Ascian is an immortal because its soul doesn't return to the ethereal realm when its host is defeated. Instead, it flees to the place that lies between our world and the void. Therefore, the
Here's
first
another
step
day
to
with Teacher
permanently
Membrana.
defeating an Ascian is preventing its soul from making this journey. And if you recall, when we last gathered here, I had verified that white auracite has adequate capacity to entrap the beings, albeit only briefly.
Which left the small matter of their extermination.
Aye. To unmake an Ascian soul, one must needs smite it with a concentrated burst, or blade, of purest ether. However, we wanted for both the data and the means to forge such a weapon.
Short of
He sounds so
experimenting
different,
with
he
an actual
really
Ascian,
does.
you see, there's no way to gauge how much ether its soul is made of. As such, we don't know what etheric density our blade needs to have in order for it to work.
So we'll just have to make the densest blade we can and hope for the best. Though that would require a lot of ether.
Very, very lot.
Hang on a minute. Why didn't we think of this before? White auracite can hold an absolute heap of ether, can't it?
Please tell me you're joking. God's sakes, Ida. I feel as though I'm reliving the same scene over and over with you. How many times do you need to be told that white auracite cannot store ether for long periods? Being intangible matter, ether is given to dispersion. Only in its crystallized form is it a stable source of energy. I will test you later on this, so see to it you do not forget.
The Moogle Treasure Trove is back on the 8th of July. Just to let
Right,
everyone
yes.
know.
It's all coming back to me.
So our hopes rest on good old crystals again, do they? While they are certainly reliable, they leave something to be desired in the area of portability.
Indeed. I am reminded of the quantity of corrupted crystals required to thwart Leviathan, and the extraordinary lengths to which the Lamentsons went to transport them. What if it should prove that a similar quantity was needed to destroy an Ascian soul? Or still more?
Wait a minute, what's this going on?
I do not envy the poor sod who has to lug all of that around, on the off chance that an Ascian appears.
Yeah, about to say, that's a heck of a lot of material.
That's the very problem we set out to solve. And I reckon we've found the answer. If it isn't practical to lug around the ether we need, we'll just have to draw upon another source. And the only viable source is the land.
Drain
If you
it
need
dry!
to tap the Great River of Ether, know that it will entail considerable risk. Meddling with the currents may well induce a surge like to the one which despoiled Mordona.
Give me a bit more credit, will you? Why would we need to tap the river when there are veritable reservoirs jutting out all over the land? Aye.
Crystals
I speak
everywhere.
of
New patches
corrupted
dropping in, it
crystals.
sounds like it,
It
yeah.
might be that their aspect is out of balance, but a crystal's a crystal. It contains ether, and we can help ourselves to it.
While corrupted crystals are indeed abundant, there is no guarantee that they will be in close proximity at a crucial moment.
But what if we don't need them to be? What if we could tap their power from afar?
I won't
A
talk through
mile
this
away,
because this is
say?
important to learn.
If we could do that, we'd have ready access to ether aplenty in almost every corner of Eorzea. I've yet to put my theories to the proof, but I've got a good feeling about this. If no one has any objections, I'd like to see where this avenue leads.
Could work. What the hell's going on with my
If you
cables?
think it's worth your while, you have my blessing. But tell us, what are your theories?
She'd do it without your blessing
I, for
anyway.
one, am most eager to understand the process, however vaguely.
I thought you might say that. But no one wants to listen to boring old theories all day, do they? I know I don't. So with your permission, I'd like to try something a bit more hands-on. I've already built an etheric siphon especially for this purpose, and I've been meaning to try it out. Thing is, the profusion of corrupted crystals in Mordona makes it something of a high-risk testing ground. If anything goes awry with the siphon, it would be better if it didn't happen within spitting distance of quite so much ether. Ideally, I need an isolated specimen. Does anyone know where I can find one?
Oh, here comes your answer.
May I suggest northern Thanalan? There you will find corrupted crystals of middling size, standing a reasonable distance apart. Ideal for your needs, I should have thought. Oh, and if you do elect to visit the place, I should be much obliged if you would assist me in another matter while you are in the area.
Has something happened?
Movement has been observed at Castrum Meridianum. During Operation Archon, the Alliance dealt the stronghold a heavy blow. Its facilities were extensively damaged, and its garrison reduced to a fraction of its former strength. Not long after our forces withdrew, however, their ranks were replenished by reinforcements from Castrum's sentry. They now seek to rebuild, and to this end they have their sights set upon the ceruleum processing plant. Having lost the Empire's support, the 14th Legion lacks the resources to sustain itself. To them, this is a bid for survival, and they will doubtless fight like desperate men. Though I have dispatched the Crystal Braves, I fear their strength alone may not suffice to stay the Imperial assault. I would request the Scion's aid in the defensive effort.
There you go, hang out more. Awesome! Glad to hear it.
No better. I'd say you were trying to inveigle us into fighting your battle with the promise of shiny crystals. Well then, consider me inveigled. I won't lie.
I love her so
crystals you
much.
speak of seem
Moonbreeder is
perfect.
such a babe.
So the Garleans have to go. Besides, we can't afford to beat about the bush. There's no telling when the Arceans will next appear.
Arceans.
Thine eagerness to hurl thyself into the jaws of danger cometh as little surprise. Exercise due caution, I prithee.
They are
You have
arses,
become
they
a
are.
crystal brave. You are yet a scion, Alfino. We could hardly refuse you. Pray, join the Crystal Braves and lend them your support. Thangred and Papalymo shall accompany you.
Alright then. Noddingtons.
Ida and Yashtola, in the meantime I would have you assist Moonbreeder. Scout out the crystal clusters, that the testing may commence as soon as the Garlean threat has been eliminated.
If it please you, I shall continue mine own experiments on white orosite.
Thank you, Arianger. Everyone, pray see to your preparations and depart as soon as you are able. Go well, and be safe.
While I'm thinking about it, what's the schedule like on Friday? I am working a late shift, I'm afraid. I don't know what yet, but I know I'm working. I wouldn't say have that, I will let people know. I'm working over the weekend again. And next weekend I'm busy on the Sunday? Yes, the Sunday. Darn, ew. I know, right? I just worked this weekend, just gone. Goodness me, it was horrible. For some reason, the railway in this country does not like the heat. It would seem that events have once more conspired to rob us of rest and recuperation. Though I would wish it otherwise, I must ask that you head straight away to the processing plant. The Fourth have already deployed to the area and await the arrival of the Scions. Warwood will brief you on the developing situation. Meanwhile, I must rendezvous with the Captain Ilberd at our headquarters in Uldar. I shall take command of our forces there with a lighter heart, knowing that you go to support the front lines. I would have crafted aggressively. Fair enough. He's taken the northern Thanalan, do they not? We too must say our farewells to the Rising Stones for a time. Flamine travels to Uldar, and we shall serve as her escort. At my daughter's behest, I go to contact certain old acquaintances in the Gilded City. We are beset on all sides by civil unrest and imperial machinations, threatened by primals and troubled by dragons. We need all the allies we can muster. Many of my friends hold positions of power, you see, and it is my hope that they can be convinced to aid the Scion's cause. If past events have taught us anything, then we know that Eorzea must present a united front, or we shall fall. How extraordinary that my little Acilia is involved in such far-reaching affairs. I'm proud that I might now stand by her side not only as a mother, but also as a colleague. A colleague with influential connections, but I fear that Uldar has become a place of danger even for one so familiar with her streets. Bah! Woe betide the blackguard that such glares at your direction, milady. Just seen his face. Holiday on something on Friday. Okay. We'll be protected. We're protected. Well, seems. Well protected, it seems. Shall we be on our way then? I actually don't know what I'm doing on Friday. I could probably check on my phone right now. Maybe. Let's have a look. It's July now, isn't it? No? Error. Why is that an error? Oh, it's gone down again. Okay, never mind then. No, I'll check it later. I'll let you know. Oh, before I do anything else, sorry, someone's just made me aware of something, so I'm going to quickly update it. So let me just log into stuff quickly. One moment, I'll be right with you. Where's the share button on this? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Is it that one? Yes, it's that one. Okay. Product, that, next. Yep, and add. Okay, good. Sorry. Someone made me aware of something that I should put on my throne, so that's what I've done. Where are we going? Northern Than. Cerulean. Oh! What is... Kara, what is it you call Independence Day? And she's saying this without being insulting. It's literally just a joke. Commander Levieur sent word that you'd be coming. A veteran of your talents is most welcome. Not that I don't think we can iron the situation, mind you. I've learned a trick or two since that disaster with the Amal Jar. But turning to the task at hand. The Flames reconnaissance scouts have reported Imperial soldiers assembling at Roban's push. Such a force is likely interested in only one thing, getting their hands on the resources found here at the processing plant. Ben last year, Thursday, into Italy on July 5th, and they go back, Treason Day. Oh, that's it, yeah. Yeah, we stayed with the EU? Yeah, I know, right? The Garleans could begin marching on us at any time. Pray speak with Lieutenant Elfstein that we might coordinate our counter-strategy. In the meantime, I will inform the others that you arrived. No doubt it will become welcome tidings. No, make it anti-imperialist, yeah. Anything here spoken about where support of all walks of life, you know, pride, LGBTQ+, we're just anti-racist, anti-frickin' fascist, that kind of thing. I was supposed to be reading this. Oh, well, never mind. We'll skip that one because I was chatting. We've been keeping a close eye on the Garlean garrison, and it would seem the Imperials have finally begun to mobilise. According to the reconnaissance report that just came in, squads seen leaving the castrum are too few in number to effectively take and hold our position. They will likely mount a swift assault and focus on the acquisition of resources. I have, of course, also shared this report with the Crystal Braves. They have decided to take to the field to meet this assault head-on. I'm apprised of fellow sergeant's situation, and I'm heartened to know they will be joining the effort. That's it. Happy Treason Day, ungrateful colonials. That's it. That's what you say. Pray report to Lieutenant Alian and lend your much welcome strength to the counter-offensive. Yeah, I remember you saying that before on like a subreddit and you got banned from it. Glad to have you with us. As I'm sure Lieutenant Edelstein has explained, the Garleans have deployed a small force on Castrum Meridianum. The main column assembles to the north near Dalaman's Talons, but we've also spied several squads attempting to conceal themselves on the approach to the west. They wish you to rush forth and commit to battle with the main column, leaving the detached force free to raid the plant and pillage supplies. Not much of a strategy, but these are desperate men. Exactly. Lahi. Hi, Raloon. Captain Nilbird. Greetings, Scion. I understand the commander bid you and your fellows come lend a hand to the Braves. With such mighty heroes at its disposal, the 4th should have little trouble contending with all Garleans by throwing them. But even you cannot be everywhere at once. The 3rd was getting rest in this hold-up in Uldar, so I marched them out here to fill any holes in the plant's defences and add their numbers to your counter-attack. The reinforcements are welcome. We have enough soldiers now to divide our own forces and safely engage the enemy far beyond the walls. Aye, 'twould be best to avoid staging a battle anywhere near this much ceruleum. Let's take this fight to the Garleans. A wise course, indeed. I shudder to think of the consequences should any of these storage tanks be exposed to fire. Hello, that'd be me. If there are no objections, the Scion shall join the 4th and give battle to this main column. You'll be with the 3rd then, Warrior of Light. Your job will be to intercept these squads hiding out in the west and prevent them from reaching the processing plant. When you're ready to proceed, report to Lieutenant Yu Hase. His scouts should have the rough idea where the Imperials have concealed themselves by now. Small wishes for fighting. Yeah, Papalimo wants to bite some shins. Yamper, come join him. That's what you're good at, isn't it? Shin biter? Ankle biter? The small! That's it. A pleasure to be fighting at your side once more, Scion. Our operations invariably succeed when you're around, and victories aren't wont to pave the road to greater coin. Now, this detached force has been sent to eliminate and split into smaller squads. Better to conceal themselves within the terrain hereabouts, I imagine. We need to split ourselves up as well to cover more ground, and make sure we root out all these would-be raiders. And seeing as you're an army unto yourself, I've assigned you your own areas to scour clean of enemy soldiers. Aye, this will be a simple search and destroy. We'll rendezvous back here when the task is done. Happy hunting! I was a Lala. Lalas are fine. You get to go in the secret house in Calusia. Being tall is too tall. I like how I am at the moment. This is the first... I played Catboy the first time I played, I think. And that was the only time I ever did. Alright, take down these Earth Sprites as well, won't I? Yep. Oh. Oh, there is a reap here. I didn't even see it. Okay, back this way. Seen grim, son. I'll take that and mean that between us, more than a few Garleans won't be making it back to the castrum. These Imperials, though, they certainly made us earn our pay. I'd be a happy man if I never had to tussle with another one of those Magitech horrors. Time we bid this war-torn land farewell, I will contact the 4th and let Lieutenant Alian know the west is now clear. I would appreciate it if you would do the same when you report to Lieutenant Edelstein. There is a reason why that one sweater is the stereotypical Lala sweater. That or the Mog Station PJs. I mean, yeah, they're pretty darn cute in a Lala, I'm not going to lie. Lieutenant Midnight, what news of the Garleans? No raiding parts to know more, then? Excellent. The Imaginer engineers will be most relieved to hear that the plant is no longer in any immediate danger. Thank you again for your assistance. You must be anxious for word of your fellows. Lieutenant Alian has reported a sound victory over the main column and informs me that the Scions have already turned their attention to the other duties. All but one, that is. That Rugadin lady with a large axe. It would appear she has chosen to remain at the site of battle. I know not what task keeps her from returning to civilization, but Northern Thanalan is no place to wander alone, even for a capable sword such as her. I would certainly feel better about things if you could check on her before you continue on your way. Moonbreeder, what are you doing? I was going to share my Lala achievement page for my war clan, but it looks like I logged out as a minor. I'm just wearing the Eversea cassette like everyone. Oh no! Yeah, you'll look like everybody else. You need to be unique.
Hold on, I won't be a second.
You better be, Moonbreeder. You're in danger here.
The beast seemed peckish, so I gave it a taste of my axe. I know. As Urianger never tires of reminding me. An axe ill becometh the hand of a scholar. What can I say? I like axes. To hear my mother tell it, I came into this world holding one. And it's not as if it stopped me picking up a quill, is it? I often think of the man who introduced me to the joys of learning. He's one of the reasons I decided to come to Eorzea. Him and my excruciatingly stiff childhood friend. Considering how unalike we are, it's a wonder we ever got on. The world's a strange old place, isn't it?
That is very apt for this world.
That ought to do it. So far, so good. At these concentrations, it shouldn't matter too much if something goes awry. Just enough ether to make it interesting.
The island sanctuary glams. Oh, yeah.
Did you see that? The way the crystal glowed? The siphon works, I'm happy to say. With a few refinements, it should satisfy our appetite for
Moonbreeder
ether,
and Urianger.
which just leaves the small matter of forging our blade.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm not sure how to go about it just yet, but I swear to find a way. I'll put a blade in your hands if it's the last thing I do.
He senses me. A useful talent.
Hanassian, are they onto us?
By your brand, I see you are an Archon of Sharlayan. Keeper of knowledge. Seeker of truth. Meddler.
I hate that
don't
man.
know what the
Nabriales.
hells you're saying, but I don't much like your tone.
Worst trial. I love this trial. It's so fun.
Your instincts serve you well. But come, be not unsettled on my account. That lovely brow was not made for frowns. But I waste my breath. Let me direct my words to one who understands them. We meet at last, warrior of light. I am Nabriales. And you have long been a thorn in my side. I suffered the overweening presence of La Habrea that men might host the power of gods, only for you to undo my hard work.
You're welcome.
Oh, bugger.
I love that bit. That's still the same.
Do settle down.
Oh, bugger.
You must concede that I acted in self-defense. But what's this? I do not sense the blessing of
The
life.
fight used to be so much different. I remember it was hack and slash, avoid his attacks,
Oh,
get the orbs, kill the sprites, and at the end save the limit break 3 for breaking the hole in the floor.
This I did not foresee. Shorn of light as you are no longer a threat. And better yet, the seal is broken.
Oh.
Now is the time to claim the staff. With it in my grasp, I shall rise above them all and take my place at Lord Zodiac's right hand.
What did that bastard want with us?
Oh, that's weird. Apparently this was the only one. This trial is the
Nabriales,
only
he calls
one without an
himself.
extreme.
With charm like that, I'll bet he has maidens falling at his feet. Unconscious. But this staff... You say just talking about it had the bastard grinning like a brat on his name day. Must be quite a staff. Oh, gods. He means Tupsimati, Master Louis Soir's staff.
There are a couple of Hildebrands at EXs. Oh, is there?
Minfilia's in danger. We have to get back to the Rising Stones.
Oh, sorry, let me rephrase. There's the only MSQ trial that doesn't have an extreme. Sorry. Sorry, I missed out that word. Minfilia's in danger. Let's just stand here and observe. Bam, bam, bam. Bam, bam, bam. Oh. You're here. Master Louis Soir's staff is kept in the solar, isn't it? Quickly now. Which one was that, Lily? There it is, off the wall. She has it.
You too.
So, you were able to divine my intent. What now, warrior of light? Ah, but that name is no longer fitting. You have become decidedly dull, and quite incapable of barring my entry.
What do you mean?
You truly do not know? Then I suppose it is only right that I enlighten you.
Oh, wait a minute, what am I doing?
The blessing of light kept you and
Hey,
your
you,
fellow
get out of that chair.
members
Actually, she never used it. What am I talking
It was
about?
that which prevented my kind from entering your domain. My kind, I say, though it had no power over the likes of Elidibus and La Habrea. Being of this world, they could come and go as they please, while I could only look on. But I need look no longer.
That's the
Now
one.
that the seal is gone, I mean to act. Unlike the others, I am not given to waiting. I shall take that staff and bring about the next rejoining.
Rejoining? Then it was your doing. The Isle of Val, the scholars, all of it.
Yep, he did it.
You will not harm her!
Oh, Moon Breeder. That's a nasty attack.
Moonbreeder!
Why must you insist on forcing my hand? Did you learn nothing from our last meeting? Ah, but I forget. My words fall upon deaf ears.
The staff is but a broken relic, a memorial to the departed. What possible use could you have for it?
You know, variety of things.
You mean to say that all this time you kept the key, never knowing what it was you possessed? The staff Tupsimati, or rather the stone tablet it bears, is host to a great power. Together with the horn, it can be used to draw vast quantities of ether from its bearer's surroundings. How else do you think Louis Soir was able to invoke the power of the 12 without making them an offering of crystals? Summoning requires not only prayer, but a profusion of ether. Even a child knows that.
If I did not know before, you may be certain I do now. But above all, I know that we cannot allow this staff to fall into your hands. I will die before I let you take it.
Insufferable woman. I would happily end your miserable life here and now. Alas, Elidibus would never let me hear the end of it. Very well. If you will not part with the staff, I will take you too.
Here you go.
After them! Quickly! Before the rift closes!
Do we want to? Oh, okay, he nodded. Yeah, we have to now. The Chrysalis. Right, I'm just going to take a quick bathroom break because I've not had a break yet. And I've drunk like 3 glasses of water. Oh yeah, definitely. So I will just hold it here for a moment and I'll be right back. And we are back. Hello, hello. Sorry for taking so many showers. Well, it's 8 million degrees outside. Yeah, exactly. Screw what they think. Right, I don't want to keep with the lake. But we do want the chrysalis. Oh. Let's see how long the queue is. 12 minutes? Ugh. Right, okay. Fine. We'll queue for it. If it goes up to 15, we'll do a party thing for it. But in the meantime, I will go and do hunting log. Because there are a few things around here I think I can get. Baba. FN edgy. Fucking edgy. Right, what we got? There was a couple of things in Natlan, wasn't it? So Swiftweek and Boldwing. Oh, wrong one. So up to here to do that. That was quick. We need to go all the way up there. Bum, ba-dum, ba-dum. Bum ba dum ba dum bum bum. Inspector Hatchet. I do that way more than I should. Some amount to go somewhere and forget I'm already on my mouse. I try. Yeah, exactly. I think we're all guilty of it. And then up this way. We can either go. I think we'll go. I can't go up that high, so we'll go round instead. That Ishgard over there. No, wait, what is that? Because that's more than that then. Is that Zolfatol? What is that over there? Look, Ishgard's over that way. What's that? I don't know what that is. Oh, typical. I got one of you done. We'll hide. There we go. That didn't take long. We won't do the intro, it's fine. Don't worry about that. Nabriales, bring it on. The music to this is great. Start doing hunt long things pop. Yep, that's what you got to do next time. Come on then, big boy. Show me what you're made of. Oh crap, yeah, that's it, yeah. I'm weary of this plodding pace. Well, I'll give you a flare then, see how you think of that. Right, where's he teleporting to? There. Oh, he's on the orbs. Green one, please. You got that one? I can't take a red one. You can take the red one. Green for me. You know what? I'll take that one. I'll take this one. Yeah, I can't take that one. Red. Ow! Someone ping me in that. I can't take a red one. Any more greens? Yes, I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take it. There we go. I love the music, as I said. This is what it is. Oh, where is he now? It's over here. Triple move coming up. What are we at to? Oh. There. So many sprouts? I know, right? I'm one of them. Right, here we go again. Oh no, he's over there now. Hope one doesn't use a limit 3. Middle, right, I'm over here. Green. Red one, please. B-maybe, red one. Yep, you got that one. Oh. Green, got that one. Need a green one. Red. Oh. No. Oh, I did not mean to do that. Oh, crap, I picked up 2 greens. Need a red one. Ah, that's right. Get rid of it. Oh no, I keep the sprout on. I just keep it on, put that one on. Well, hopefully people remember not to use it. Yeah, that's it. I love the sprout. Where is he now? Here. Well, it won't be long now before he puts us in the void. There we go. Mentor crowns get you in trouble. Absolutely right. Right, are we ready? Where's the first one going? There. And I am ready. I am ready. Oh, someone's already got it. That's fine. Attack! Come on, over it! Mark it! Quick, before we die. Okay, thank God. Go! Attack him! Get rid of him! You avoided me, you little bastard. We got him. Someone already left. Wow. I love your name, so I'm going to use that one. Hi. I gotta come! Secret agent man.
You're safe. Thank the 12.
Not for long. Yeah, pretty much. And there he is again.
You may have bested me this day, but what of the next? What of all the days to come?
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Remember, light no longer holds sway here. I may return whensoever I wish, again and again and again. Eventually, you will falter, and the staff will be mine. Until next time, scions.
Nope.
There will be no next time. This is the end.
Go on, show him how it's done.
What trickery is this?
We're waiting for this bit. Fancy light bulb, go!
No. No. Cannot. No.
Use Tube Samati to gather ether. Quickly, before he breaks free.
Nod, slow pickup, you know, that kind of thing. Just give it time.
Concentrate. Call to mind the time you struck down La Habrea with the Blade of Light.
I have rock, you lose. Yeah, exactly.
Why won't it work?
Sonic mode
Is
activate.
it because
Yep.
we lack the blessing of light?
Damn it. So much ether. And it still isn't enough.
Fools! No mortal prison can contain me. I shall make you pay for your insolence.
Sounds like Brio from Crash Bandicoot.
Please, Mother Heidelin, hearken to our plea. Lend us your divine light.
Dr. Cortex will love me for this. That kind of...
Why can you not hear us? Do our words no longer reach you?
She's just having a break. Let her sleep a bit.
If only we had a bit more ether.
Moonbreeder, what are you doing?
Master Louis Soir, I understand
Least
now.
favourite daughter of the Mummy Crystal?
The
Yeah, that's
choice
it.
you
She's been
made.
grounded. That's what it is.
In death, there is life. Farewell, Urianger. You daft old coot.
Has to be done.
Moonbreeder, no! You mustn't!
She is. She is doing it. Wow, Lily! Wow!
What? No! It cannot end!
But it is.
I am eternal! I am immortal!
Not anymore.
Do you have any ibuprofen? I got a headache.
That was nicely timed. Thank you, Caro. Yes, but Moonbreeder is gone.
Moonbreeder. She's gone.
She gave her life to ensure that we actually killed the...
Thank you, forever.
What? Yeah, that's Moonfilia's reaction. The what? Yeah, we'll get it back. Don't worry.
You did it, my friend. The Ascian is dead.
Sacrifice for a sacrifice to kill off an Ascian is a pretty noble deed, I will say.
This device is a legacy of Moonbreeder's toils and sacrifice. I shall hold on to it for safekeeping.
Minfilia, are you all right?
I am.
Oh, we were surveying northern Thanalan when we received the distress call. We returned as swiftly as we were able.
Not quick enough.
It seems you have everything in hand, however.
What happened here? Where is Moonbreeder?
Oh my god!
I have no words.
I was waiting for someone to do that. It had to be you, Jan.
Rather
It had
than
to be.
await the inevitable, she took her fate into her own hands.
Does Urianger know?
Probably not. There he is. Yes, he does.
My friend, There is something I must tell you.
Your girlfriend's dead, bro. Yeah.
I heard all, my lady. The moon sinketh, taking her leave of the heavens, yet her passing heraldeth the coming of a new day. Moonbreeder hath fulfilled her destiny, hath she not?
She did.
Long ago, far across the seas in the Charlayan motherland, Moonbreeder and I did study under the sage tutelage of Master Louis Soir.
Well, beardy
Did he
himself.
impress upon us that knowledge existeth to serve the greater good.
I'm going to be a depressed emo boy in the
This
corner. Oh
sentiment,
dear.
however, was contrary to the nation's policy of neutrality, which censured intercedence in the affairs of foreign lands. In spite of vehement opposition, he founded the Circle of Knowing, and journeyed hither to the heart of Eorzea. Through his noble sacrifice, was the realm spared its doom.
He did.
Yet this great soul, whom all should rightly have honored, was branded a pariah in his own land.
I like how this is the only bit where Uriandre speaks normally.
Forsaking his duty as a man of learning.
No thy, thine,
meddling in the
whence.
course of history. When he left Charlayan behind, Master Louis Soir gave no word to signal his intent to Moonbreeder. Close as they were, as master and disciple, she was deeply wounded by the sudden exclusion from his confidence. Above all, however, she was confused. Try as she might, she could ill comprehend her master's motive. The slanders that were heaped upon him after his passing served only to inflame the turmoil within her. For years upon end, she knew not what to believe.
Adam is the superior V8 now. I prefer the newer one.
The man who forsook her and his
But
duty.
each to their own, you know, you got likes, however.
The Louis Soir I knew would never forsake his duty, much less one of his own.
This I know full well, my lady. 'Twas not for want of love that Master Louis Soir hid his intent. He but desired that Moonbreeder discover her own path, free of the shadow of his influence. Long did I contemplate revealing the truth to her, and long did I hold my peace. After all, was it not Master Louis Soir's wish that she come to the truth unaided? I told myself it was, and resolved to let her suffer.
It's not your fault.
Knowingly did I deny my friend the comfort she craved. And now she hath gone to her rest, with doubt still in her heart. Speakest thou in earnest? Did Moonbreeder truly come to understand Master Louis Soir's will before the end?
There goes his voice again. Yeah, she did.
The realization hath set her free. She may now find the peace which hath for so long eluded her. Oh, Moonbreeder, my dearest, how I shall miss thee.
Moonbreeder gave her life that we might possess the means to defeat the Ascians. Her sacrifice must not be in vain. Let us continue her work on the Blade of Ether and see it to completion.
My lady, I would mourn Moonbreeder in mine own way. I beg your permission to return to the Waking Sands.
Of course, my friend. Take all the time you require. We shall be here should you have need of us.
He likes to be strong. Oh, that was a long cutscene. And another one. Voiced or not? I'm guessing no. Yeah. Never have I seen Uriandre so utterly defeated. No one should be made to suffer such grief. We shall gather in the Sharlayan manor to celebrate Moonbreeder's life and mourn her passing. Critical. I think there's only one more quest of this patch, and then we'll probably wrap it up. Leave the last patch because, of course, there's the big scene with lots of stuff. As Moonbreeder was a native of Sharlayan, I feel it is only fitting that we gather before the Mark of the Scholar. Are you familiar with the stone? It is a monument found at Ratherfrost, and is sacred to Thaliak, guardian deity of the City of Learning. There shall we pray for our dearest friend's soul, and bid her a peaceful return to the light of the Mother Crystal. Alright, sounds good. Oh, I'm going 3 hours. We're streaming for 3 hours. Blimey. Did not feel like that. I remember doing this once when you couldn't fly in this zone. And to get there, you have to walk all the way around into the Tangle and up there to the Ratherfrost through a lot of Harriers as well. So quite a nasty area. But with this, it just makes it a hell of a lot easier flying to it. But I distinctly remember going all the way there, putting like the objective there, and then going back to the Rising Stones without realising that you need to do 2 things whilst you're there. So I had to run all the way back again. There's the stone. Yeah, you look over the keep of the lake and the Crystal Tower. It's a good view. Less talking that you have to do and less draining the voice. Yeah, exactly. I see this is voiced, so I'm going to do that.
Forgive me, Moonbreeder. Had I been quicker or wiser, but I was not, and you paid the price. But you would not suffer us to wallow in our sorrow, would you? You would tell us to pick ourselves up and get on with it. And so we shall. We shall defend this realm and her people to the last.
Dragon Boy, you're back again.
Life for death, a fair exchange. Other bargains will be struck.
Are you blowing bubbles? I was drinking, yeah. While I was there, I was kind of amusing myself by blowing bubbles in my glass. Yes, I'm a child. You saw what I posted yesterday. Back to the Rising Stones. So how many accommodations do I have now? 17. It's not too bad. It's not too bad. It's okay. $17.35, I think. I'm sorry? Did I miss something, or... Sorry, I'm just sorting something out on this end. There we go. Oh. No, it's fine. Oh, comms. Oh, jeez, really? Wow. You have 100 times more than me. Literally. I have 17. You have 1,700. God damn. Right. Though we have said our farewells, the pall of sadness has diminished but little. Forgive me, as antecedent, it is my job to be a pillar of strength for all others to lean upon. Yet I also believe the grief we feel now is precious in its own way, and not to be lightly swept aside. Do you not agree? I'm telling you, I get so many from doing PvP. Yeah, I'm used to that. Got to run. Cheers, dude. Enjoy the rest of your stream. I'm about to wrap up, Tabby, so that's fine. Thank you for sticking by. After this cutscene, I think I'm done with it. 'Tis if a dagger has been thrust into my breast. How rude. But 'tis a pain we must learn to bear if we are to forge ahead with our duty. The battles we have fought have taken the lives of so many. Louis Soir, Moonbreeder, our fellows at the Waking Sands. Oops. Their spirit and dedication to our cause, however, will never be lost as long as we rise to fight once more. I hardly need remind you of this, of course. 'Tis for my own benefit that I repeat these words, a reaffirmation of mine own chosen path. If I do not rebuild the foundation of my resolve, I am like to collapse in a fit of weeping. My apologies again. There is no other to whom I could display such weakness. Not to the titties. You are my pillar of strength, and I fear I have need of your steadfast presence in the days to come. A victory won, a comrade lost, to another fallen living forge ever on, towards the light of a new day. That's it. Because that is patch 2.5 part 1. Part 2 is to come, and that is the last patch before Heaven's Ward. So I think this is a good place to stop. So, for all the people... Oh, keep grinding, bro. Omar, thank you on YouTube. So, EVO Diamond, Arthur the Gamer, and Omar, thank you on YouTube for watching. We'll see you soon. The YouTube stream will end in 3, 2, 1. Goodbye, YouTube. Okay, Cupid.